Hi, beautiful people. It is 10:23 Pacific Standard Time, so feel free to catch the replay. I just wanted to share a quick word with you before I went to bed. And I titled this, People Will Lie on You. But before I get into that, I'm going to take a drink of water. Okay, so hang on. Okay. People will lie on you. You know, I've noticed that when you decide, what's good, Chakra King Black? Did I get your name right? Sorry, I spilled water all over myself. How are you? I just had a quick word for y'all before I get out of here. I'm coming on later and not as frequent because school has gotten difficult. When I tell you that it sounded great, you know, to go to school and work and all that stuff, but I really didn't know exactly what I was signing up for. And I'm like, it's giving me a run for my money. But one thing about me, I'm so excited because I've been able, I'll put my mind to do something, right? And I've been getting these things done. I've been accomplishing the stuff. And I'm like, God is good, right? And I couldn't have done these things like 2 years ago. But that's why I don't really come out here talking about the sobriety thing, because let my walk speak for me. It's a journey. So anyways, I'm almost done with these set of classes. I have like 3 more weeks. Then I'm gonna do another internship, and then I start another set. Right? So it's just one after another. But anyways, it's a lot of work. What's good? Nobody cares. Work harder. Howdy. Thank you, James. How are you? I just wanted to share with y'all really quickly. James, how are you? How long was I in the military? Welcome to this. Oh, hey, 504 girl. Let me get into my chat real quick, you guys. I'm hesitant because... Oh, hold on, you guys. Let me get into my chat. Let me go on mute real fast. Okay, my stream isn't coming up yet. So I can't see who's who. Okay, so I did title this People Will Lie on You. And I titled that for a reason. But before I get into that, you know that I was talking about, you know, how I'm feeling led to talk more about the Bible and the gospel and more of my testimony and this Christian walk that I've been on. Now, some people felt that, you know, I wasn't asking for permission. I was telling you what I was feeling led to do. Okay, so let's be clear about that. It's something that has been inside of me for a long time because I'm extremely grateful for the things that have happened in my life. Now, I find it interesting. Now, I don't listen to a lot of things, but I'm not asking. I'm saying that, you know what, I'm very grateful, and I feel that people that have been through a lot are the perfect ones to talk about the changes in their life, right? Because you can see the change. Now, but what I came to talk to you guys about are people will lie on you. So when you're trying to do something and you're trying to improve your life, you're going to have people that wants to bring up your past or that's going to start slandering your name and trying to discourage you. And I had to ask myself why. I'm not sure why that is, why people want to project. So I don't know if it's to discourage you. I don't know. But I think that it's because of... It always happens when you're deciding to do something else, right? And I don't know if it's because people feel stuck in their actual life and they don't want to see you go anywhere, kind of like that crab in a bucket mentality, but you just kind of have to ignore them and just keep going. What I noticed for me was that as I'm sitting over here now, I'm doing my own thing. You still to this day, 2024, you have people wanting to lie about my past now or bring it up for their commentary or for whatever reason. And I'm just here to tell you guys that I'm not really worried about stuff like that. I have to worry about what MU is doing today. That's really all I care about. So I find it interesting that people want to come out the woodworks with this, and why women would even care. And a lot of times they're the ones that lead it. And I'm like, how many times are people's story going to change? How many times are we going to keep talking about whatever? But what I do notice is it doesn't quite hit the same. Most people are tired of hearing old MU stories. They see it for what it is. And I'm saying the same thing for you guys. When you see that you're on a good path and people want to constantly bring stuff up, they're not even worth it. They're not even worth it because they're miserable in their own lives. And so they're very comfortable with other people that are miserable. And you're just going to have to know that. I make a point to surround myself with people that are like-minded. And I felt bad the other day, y'all know, some of you may have seen when I went off on somebody on a panel. Now, after that, I decided that these things aren't worth my time anymore, because when I go into a space and someone wants to talk about me or talk about my kids, that's somewhere I shouldn't have been. And the reason why I have to be careful is because there's a lot of people that will want to mock your spirituality or your well, in my case, I'm talking about Christianity, mock that walk. And so they're going to try to bring stuff up or say, oh, she can't preach because she did blah, 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 or she's going to do. They look ignorant. I don't need to fight with ignorance. I don't need to do that. Let the ignorant speak to the ignorant people. I don't need to do that. But I'm really careful because people try to mock, the Holy Spirit in me or Christianity or what I'm saying. And I don't need to be in those spaces, because what it's going to do is cause other people to, I don't want to cause anybody else to stumble. How you doing, Foxy Brown? I don't want to cause anybody else to doubt what God has done in my life, because when I'm saying that I want to talk about those things and I'm like, hey, I want to go out and preach and do all that stuff, I'm talking about sharing more of what I went through and how I made these changes. And I'm saying that I didn't make the change by myself. Okay. I had to be willing to change. Right. And that's hard to do. It's easy to say, I'm going to do this. I'm going to go to school. I'm going to start using drugs. I'm going to stop smoking. Did I say start? I meant stop. I'm going to stop using drugs. I'm going to stop smoking. I'm going to follow a diet until life happens and we're stressed because we go back to what we're comfortable doing. So now that I'm approaching 3 years in sobriety, now don't twist my words. I said approaching, okay? I'm approaching 3 years in sobriety. I just feel like I could do more. I don't come here for numbers or large audiences. I don't come here asking for cash ups or anything. I come here because I know that some people need to hear a message like that instead of having somebody else tear them down all day, telling them what they should have, would have, could have done. I'm not the only one that gets lied on because they decide to change their life. Anybody who decides to change their life will get lied on. Anybody who's a positive person or bring a positive commentary, there's going to be somebody try to ride your coattail or trying to or speak bad about you, hoping that other people will turn from you. Let me tell you something. Anybody that supports me is going to support me, and I don't chase the ones that don't. Okay, I don't worry about it anymore. I don't worry about all people's story change when they get on a platform. Y'all know. They get on the platform, they want to hold an audience, so they want to get some numbers in, so they want to bring up MU, but it doesn't hit the same anymore, does it? So you just have to know that. But what I'm not going to do is allow myself to get baited into some frivolous argument for some crowd that doesn't mean anything to me, just so I can feel, it doesn't make me feel good about myself. You're not going to out-talk an ex-tweaker. Any day I can go on a platform and go on and on and on. But what would I be doing? I would be lowering myself and not acknowledging the calling that's been on my life. And that doesn't mean I'm saying I'm better than anybody, but what it's saying is that there comes a point in time where you have to realize what your calling is. And if I'm not saying that you have to, but you have to realize that you are put here for more. Okay. Some of you have been wanting to do things, but because another person doesn't agree with it or you just don't. Some of you have platforms, but I understand people that want to just, run havoc and all that stuff because it's entertaining. But then some people don't want to do that. And that has to be okay. So sometimes you have to sacrifice the larger numbers. Sometimes, but all that stuff comes in time. Let me tell you something. I appreciate all of y'all donations, your memberships, mostly your messages, and the fact that you guys comment under my videos so we can have a conversation. I get a lot out of it from that. I've had a very blessed life. And now I'm just like, you know what? Let me tell y'all something. What's good, B Sector Podcast? Let me tell y'all something. It's been a rough road. And there are some things that I went through that I don't think people could have really gone through, and it was supposed to break me, right? And I know that some of you have been through things that if people would have known about, don't come out here telling your business, they wouldn't have survived some of the things that you guys went through. So you don't need anybody to validate you, especially somebody that's just on a platform hoping to make you commentary, right? I'm gonna share something with you. I was making a meal tonight. I was cooking, minding my business, and someone had asked me, and I'm glad this person told me because I wouldn't have known. Like, hey, check out this commentary. I check out the commentary, and I'm like, oh, another person crying about MU, making stuff up for whatever reason. I'm sitting over here living my best life. I'm sitting over here sober-minded, going to school, taking care of my kids. Y'all see it. Hardly online anymore because I'm busy with school and other stuff. And then you have other people just crying, just, oh, MU did this, or she used drugs. She did. We already know about my past. But no one cares. No one really cares anymore. But what I found interesting was the lies that people tell. And I'm like, okay, so I guess since my past isn't enough, we now need to lie and make it bigger. I just don't understand. But what I got out of that was that some people are so stuck in trying to tear another person down. Y'all don't hear me come out here talking about anybody, unless it's in a positive way. So I have to be very careful and mindful of what I'm listening to. And y'all know, some of you guys know. So when I'm like, you know what? I have been when I told you I wanted to get out there and preach, yeah, I still feel that way. So I'm not surprised that people are going to say why I shouldn't, or remember she did this, remember when she did that. And actually, to me, that shows the power of God and how he can change you. And people that have gone through a lot are extremely grateful. Now, this is going to sound kind of strange. I have to do a lot of reading and studying and learn more, but I'm not really trying to preach to you guys like the word is suggesting. I'm trying to tell you guys more of how I was able to do something and break this addiction, because with the addiction came meeting a bunch of bad people that didn't have my best interest in mind. And then after I got sober, I had to deal with all the heartbreak and heartache and things that the drug numbed me from. Those are the things I'm talking about. Okay. So Jane said, you're right. And it is spiritual. It's a way of bringing you down so that you can stay down, so that you don't ascend to your true potential. Yeah. And that goes with anyone. Like, you can say something that you're doing and you're going to have a bunch of people telling you why, or trying, or it's harder online because you get people that's going to get on a panel because people want to be part of a show. They're going to join that. And sometimes it comes into cyber stalking and bullying and all that kind of stuff. So online makes it a little harder, but yeah, it is hard. So a lot of times if you decide to change your life or do something, it's better to keep it to yourself and just do it. Right? A lot of times. What's good, Burn Dog? Hey, Sunday. Good morning. Wait, it's not morning. Well, I don't know what time zone you are in. Now I'm really all ears when the Bible is mentioned. Okay, let's talk about the Bible now. So I thank you guys for your suggestions. The ones that were serious, not the trolls, okay, telling me I shouldn't do it. So I told you I felt led and called to preach the Bible. Now, I think it's interesting that I have to learn the Bible. So I have a journey in front of me. So what I decided to do is to take some scriptures, and I have been reading, and the scriptures that minister to me right now the most are the Gospels and how we're to live our life today. So and I'm not just reading the Bible, I'm applying these things to my life, right? I'm saying, hey, you know what? These are the changes that I have to make, and that's it. But I honestly feel when I was reading the Bible, the women that God used and the people that he used were people that were imperfect and that had a past. Okay. So I've been reading, about David when he was Saul and all these things. And I feel that the reason God chose them is because when he changed them, it was a dramatic change. So that's like in you. And that's just where it is. My heart is just there, and it's going to be there for a while, you guys. And I'm hoping that, you guys will know that I'm very serious about it. I will not want to cause anybody to think that, hey, you know what, this is a gimmick. This looks good, like Kendra, hey, member, or anything like that. But I'm not going to spend much time on that because I can't argue my intentions with people. I think that conversations are to be had. And I think I brought this up the other day when someone asked me, what do I think about the book of Enoch? Will I speak about the book of Enoch? No, I'm talking about the books in the Bible that I feel that with those 66 books, that's enough for me to study. And that's where my focus is. So, but anyways, how are you guys going? So, you just have to be careful. There's always going to be people trying to put you down and trying to cause doubt. And I don't understand why people feed off of that, but they just do. They just do. But I'm not really worried about it anymore. If you want to talk about what I'm doing today, you can talk about what I'm doing today, but that's just about it. Y'all see I have this smile back on my face. I felt out of it. The other day when I went on that platform to go off on someone because I didn't like the fact that they were bringing up my kids. But I'm not going to do anything that's going to cause me to feel that way. Nobody's worth it. And I'll never understand why grown people feel a need to talk about a child or put a mom down for her parenting when you don't know that mom. I think that is just nonsense. It's just silly. So yeah, but I'm feeling good again, you guys. So anyways, y'all have any questions for me? It's good to see you going live more often now. James, I know I wish I could come on earlier, but I'm in school all day and then I run to work and I have my kid. But yeah, James, I'm checking in with you guys. Life is lifing. Life is good. I have been keeping up with these trials, you guys. There's a lot of things going on with the Diddy case. I have to watch that in small doses because it is layered. Y'all see they're even bringing Naomi's name into this. They're bringing in, it's just a lot. It's so many things that I think we're going to find out what's going on over there in Hollywood that people just chose to ignore for whatever reason, maybe because the names. But now is the time. I mean, get connected, stay prayed up. There's a lot of things. And I'm like, I think a lot of secrets are going to come out. 504, Mama Cynthia says, Mama Bear will always come out regardless of the journey. You are on it. That's okay. 504. That's what happened. I feel like when you attack somebody's child, then you're trying to mess with their family and the future. These kids are young. They're our future. These old heads aren't going to be out here. They're talking about all these kids for. Huh? But anyways, y'all. So there's a lot that's going on. I see the guy was convicted in the young Dolph trial. That trial ended fast, didn't it? But we still got the young thug trial going on. So there's just a lot that's going on. You have the mayor, what was it, the mayor of New York that's been indicted? There's just a lot of stuff that's going on, you guys. So I'm still, trying to keep up with that stuff and the election. But even through all of that, even when I try to come on and talk about that stuff, I start wanting to talk about just the changes that have taken place with me and this Christian walk that I've been on. And I'm not expecting, I think that when you choose to live your life that way and you truly decide, like, you know what, I'm going to make this change, there's going to be people that stop following you, that stop talking to you. I've had a person in my actual life say, hey, you know what, I'm not interested in that kind of stuff, and that's fine. I have to be fine with it. So, that's okay. It's just what it is. But the Dolph trial verdict came back already. I'm waiting for the federal RICO trial with Diddy. Yeah, I know. That came back fast. Didn't he confess in that trial with Kendra? I think he confessed. I wonder if that's why. But can you imagine? He only walked away with $800, messed up his whole entire life. Yeah. This RICO trial is going to be interesting because it's not a state trial like the Young Thug trial. It's federal. And they have a 90% success rate. He did confess, right, 504? Mm-hmm. So, was it worth it? I think that this internet has gotten people so messed up. People are doing things and messing up their lives for internet stuff. And everybody has this bravado and want to be just whatever. I mean, in that case, it just should not happen. It was like there's a lot of things, and I follow these things because I'm trying to understand people. The Young Thug trial has me peaked with the drugs and a lot of those guys didn't go past the 8th grade, and you see them on trial for so long, just locked up without being convicted and then just confessing. It's just a lot, but somebody did lose their life in that case. I understand that. But everybody's entitled to a fair trial now. Sunday says, I personally stay clear from the book of Enoch because if God felt that the book of Enoch should be included, hold on. Sorry. If God felt that the book of Enoch should be included within the Bible, it would have been added to it. That's how I feel. And so the books in the Bible are God inspired, and Enoch didn't make that cut. So I'm not going to say anything about the validity of it, but I'm strictly speaking about the books in the Bible, and I can't classify that as one of the books in there. So his codependent confessed, but the RICO for CMG and the other people involved. Oh, okay, LaKendra, I see. There are a lot of lost books of the Bible. Okay. But I'm going to stick with, listen, I have a lot on my hands with the Bible itself. And that's what I'm going to stick with. I don't feel the same way, the same convictions. When I read the Bible, I feel a conviction that I don't feel when I read other books. So, but again, I'm not knocking or telling people what to study. I'm not telling people what not to study. I'm telling you what I'm doing. Being a child of God is an individual walk. Jesus is a personal savior. We are not saved as a group, but individually. That's right. God is good. I love your name. So I'm telling you guys what I'm doing. And hang on for a second. So, you have other people that will speak about other stuff, but I'm talking about my personal walk. And I know that everything that I need and everything that I need to learn is in the Bible itself. Okay. I'm not looking for lost books. Just saying. So anyways, y'all, there's a lot that is going on. And then we have this election in less than 2 months. 504. Oh no, I know 504. I'm not saying you have to focus on those, just stating there are a few lost books. I don't have any doubt in that. I mean, give me a second. Okay. So I was looking at this scripture when I did think about when it was brought up about the book of Enoch in the chat. And I know that people are going to throw stuff out there in the chat and stuff like that. But when I do get ready to break stuff down, I'm not going to drop a link as I'm talking about those things because I'm just not. But 2 Timothy 3:16 and 7 through 17, all scripture is given by inspiration of God and is profitable for doctrine, for proof, for correction, for instruction in righteousness, that the man of God may be perfect, thoroughly furnished unto all good works. So for that reason, that is the only book that I'm going to focus on. I feel that if other books were supposed to be in there, they wouldn't be lost. They would be in there. So I do believe in history. I believe in a lot of stuff, but I think the Bible is one in itself, and there is no that the Bible gives strict instructions on how to live life, and that's what I'm looking for. So Mark is the one that I read a lot, that I read a lot as a child. King James is all I need. The King James, okay, y'all. The King James Bible, I like it, but it is hard to understand. So I'm also liking the New King James Version. I don't know what you guys think about that, because it's a little hard to understand. So that's just my thought, but you know. It is for me. But I do, the Bible that I have is King James. King James. I might buy another one that's New King James. So we'll see. But those are the two that I like. Somebody told me NIV. You know, I think it's important to understand the Bible. So whatever version you use, I just find the King James and the New King James to be the closest. There is a company, books to help understand the verbiage used in the Bible. Yeah, like the study Bibles, right? And the, what do you call it that goes along with the study Bibles? Miss you. Peace and blessings. Hope you're having a great day. Keep on rocking. Positive vibes. Bless you. Thank you, Cutting Edge. Thank you. So James said, did your parents take you to church when you were growing up? They did. They sure did. And because of things that have happened when I was growing up, I fell away from all that stuff. And I was not interested. And I definitely went a different way, James. So my parents will be very happy to know that I have been baptized and I believe in God and all that stuff. So yeah. My parents are Catholic though. What's good, Miss Me? But we grew up, so went to a Baptist church, and then as I got older, I went to an apostolic church. And because of what things that have happened in the apostolic church, which I won't talk about on this live stream, but some of y'all know because I spoke about it before, I turned away, and I thought that, there was things that happened within the church. Now I understand that people, you can have a church, but God gives people free will and things happen. So, and I don't think people like talking about what they're talking about, stuff like that, but things happen in a church that could really turn somebody off and make them not want to believe anymore. So that's why I said, if some of you knew my testimony, and some of you do, you know why I'm like, I love this feeling that I got back, because I had this feeling a long time ago. But because I was a child, I kind of didn't remember. When I got baptized, it brought that feeling back of when I was a child, and I went through that stuff, and I did believe until I was hurt, and then I turned away. So yeah. So yeah, y'all, life is it's good. I don't know. So yeah, the Bible is pretty much all that I need. I think that, oh, my dryer's, I have to hang on, y'all. My dryer's gonna drive me crazy because of the noise in the background. I don't have anything for y'all to listen to right now because my channel is growing, so I can't just play anything on my channel anymore. I'll be right back. God is good, miss me. Hang on, you guys. Let me turn off my dryer. I'll be right back. Oh, what is this about? The King James Version is hard to understand because of the old English words that are no longer spoken in our modern English speaking society. Yeah, that's challenging. So I'm just glad, that I have something that I can depend on, that I don't have to worry about. That's why I'm not as worried about things anymore, what people say, the things they say about me on platforms. I'm like, when I was listening to a lot, when I was tuning in, it was kind of funny that this person was like, hey, you need to listen to this, blah, blah. And I'm listening, I'm like, poor things. One thing is that I no longer have to feel the rejection. I remember there's so many people that wanted. I mean, I've always felt my biggest problems in life were being a people pleaser, right? And always trying to make someone else happy and putting other people before myself. But it's nice to know that, I don't have to feel that anymore, or feelings of rejection or like I'm not good enough, because God's not going anywhere, right? He's right there. I could depend on him. I could depend on his love. I don't need a man to fulfill me. I don't need anything, but I just have to walk with him and trust him, even when things seem scary and I feel anxiety, because I get a lot of anxiety. And I'm hoping that other people that have feelings like that will kind of know, like, hey, you know what? It'll be all right, and so that's really why I come and talk, right? As I'm, focusing on my kids. And the past is tricky because it's easy to look back and regret a lot of stuff, but the people that's in your life now don't want to see you hurt. And so it's best to just, make the changes that you need to make in life and keep going that way, right? Find things that you enjoy and do it. I'm gonna tell you right now, those things aren't online. Get out there and do stuff. Because one thing is, when I used to like recap the sectors and do all that kind of stuff, I was so busy in everybody else's life, I wasn't even living my own. I'm not going back to any of that stuff. I try my best to get out and do something and enjoy just being outside, y'all. I'm always in the mountains. I'm always driving and doing things that don't even cost anything to do. Now, don't get me wrong. I mean, treat yourself, but I'm just saying that there's so many things out there that just feel good, and connecting with people. I love my classmates. It sounds dorky, corny, but how long I've been here? 34 minutes. Okay. I love talking to people. They don't care about anything I've done. Like, we talk about everything. When I'm out and going to the grocery store, just saying hi to people. I feel that when you decide to give your life to God, then there's like this glow about you, and people can feel it. That's how you know when somebody's sincere and genuine. Because you have some people that say they believe in God, but they cursing everybody out. You don't want to speak to them. They always got a snarl on their face, and they'll try to put you down in a minute because their life isn't in order. That's the only reason somebody is trying to put you down or lie on you. That was my point. People will lie on you. Okay, let me tie this in before I go. People will lie on you because they're not happy with themselves. And when you are going this way, making the changes that you need to make in your life, they're going to bring up your past, try to turn others against you because they want you to remember how you used to be. So you start to doubt yourself and you won't go where you're going. But if God's called you, he's already equipped you. And that's all that you need. You just have to be careful with who you listen to. People are going to lie. They're going to try to discourage you because that's the nature of people, right? And when you have people that don't have the courage or the insight, they don't want to change their own life. They're going to wonder, they're going to ask you things like, who do you think you are? And they don't want to see you different. They want to see you how they were comfortable. They were comfortable when you were not at your best self, when you were sitting over there co-signing for them or giving to them or trying to please them or looking for their validation. They were comfortable with you. But once you say, hey, you know what, I have boundaries now, and you choose not to do those things anymore, they're not going to be comfortable with you. So I don't worry about the people that lie on MU. I don't worry about the people that tell me lies sometimes about you guys. I judge you guys for yourselves. Okay, I'm not going to turn on you just because somebody doesn't like you, because I understand what it is. If you decide that you want to do something different, go to school, lose weight, get a man and commit to that man, you're going to have people that's not going to like you. That's just it. Or you could be that pretty girl and I'm thinking about two people that's in a certain sector that gets talked about a lot, maybe three. All they're doing is speaking, but they're nice looking. And sometimes women don't like that. So they want to attack them and make you guys think that it's something else. There's always something. Somebody's not going to like something in somebody else, and they're going to try to slander them and pretend that they're the moral police and they have the right to judge this person when they're doing things that just like them, but worse. But they want to try to demonize this person. So I don't need anybody behind me. Listen, because I'm not going to follow along with any cliques or groups like that. I'm going to say, you know what? Hey, that's not cool. I look at things and look at people and I'm like, y'all know this is just some commentary. There ain't nothing wrong with that person. And this person did this over there. Y'all trying to excuse that because y'all like that person, but you're going to judge this person. So don't worry about it. Do what you got to do. And just be careful with who you share your goals with and your dreams. Write it down. Set a timeline. You don't need other people to validate you, because if you listen to the wrong person, they're going to instill the fear that they have in themselves in you. And you're going to miss that blessing and a calling. I can tell you how many times I let doubt set in because I thought about something too long. This feels right, me talking to you. This feels natural. And all the stuff that I did, y'all don't need to exaggerate about my past. There's enough out there. Let it be. It is what it is. I feel that when you do give your life to God and you change, that is, if you guys have ever been through anything like that, you know that your life doesn't go back to being the same. And my problem was that I didn't really recognize all the things that I was feeling before. And it took things happening again and again and again. And all of a sudden, I look up and I'm like, the people I thought were friends weren't friends. The people, and it's been a lot of losses, but now I can hear clear. And I think that God removes things and I'm not speaking about anyone in particular. I'm just saying, I think that God removes distractions when he's trying to get your attention. Maybe it doesn't have to be that way, but that's how it was for me. And I'm like, okay, what am I missing? And I just been feeling good ever since. And I feel that as the days go on, I'm going to get stronger in my Christian walk. Right now, I'm like a baby. I'm just wobbling, right? Like I'm wobbling. And I can acknowledge that. But I'm also enjoying, I did the sobriety journey. Now I'm doing this journey and it feels good. It's challenging. You want to know the hardest part about this? Is when I'm angry and I want to go off. I'm not perfect. I mean, that I do believe there's a righteous anger. The anger I had on the platform wasn't a righteous anger. That was just anger. So you really have to mind your words when you're angry. I don't want to be, you know what I mean? Like that's challenging. So because I go from 0 to 10, I have to watch. We have to watch where we go and who we're around. Because if you know that this is going to tempt you and you don't know who's watching you, and you have this Bible and you're talking this Christian talk, and you do something that can cause somebody else to stumble, that's going to be on you in your hands. Nobody's perfect and people make mistakes, but you do have to be mindful of that. So because of that, I'm like, okay, I have to guard my heart. I have to guard my mind, protect my walk. My biggest thing is not to be places where it's going to be mocked. Like, okay, it's one thing to ask me questions and it's another to try to challenge what I'm saying because you're not a believer. Or you want to cause doubt. This is my personal walk with God, right? So it's my job to protect it and not let it be mocked, because that can cause somebody else to stumble. Like, oh my, like, no, I don't need to speak a lot about certain things because I know that some of you have followed me since I've been on here and you can see a genuine change. But what I don't want to do is take credit for that. I'm like, I changed. I had help, and if it wasn't for the grace of God, I wouldn't be here. So when I was first talking about my sobriety, I'm like, yes, I did it. No, that's kind of wrong, right? I did do it, but I have to recognize that I was given a lot of grace, and that's why I'm still here. I was speaking before. Hey, Denia. I was speaking to someone. I was tagged on my on somebody's community wall to speak, to go over to a platform. This lady she just hit her year in sobriety. Also honored to speak with her, and at first I misunderstood. I thought that they were saying she was newly sober, but she had a year, and she has a year in sobriety. And I was just so proud of her. Her drug of choice, I believe, is alcohol, and I wanted to share her out, but I get a lot of trolls. And I was just like, you know what? That's what it's all about. Seeing and encouraging other people that decided, you know what, I want to do something more. And I was listening to her and I was so proud of her, you guys. So, you know, if you want to know who she is, and I know you're serious, just send me an Instagram or because I'll send you to their channel so you can show your support. But I was just really, really like happy that I was even included in that conversation and just come say hi. Like, thank you guys. That meant a lot to me. He who is without sin cast the first stone. I love that. 504, you have to show me what that is. Your sobriety journey is incredible, Denia. It's just been, I have grown in ways that you guys will not even understand. Yeah. And I just want to share that with my audience. I want to share that with you guys because there's so many things that's going on. And I know that a lot of people struggle. I know that. Right. And so I just don't want to be that space where it's like, oh yeah, I have it all together. Look at me. I'm flashy. I'm this, I'm that. Now I am blessed. I'm grateful for that. But there's just hard days. I have to make myself get up. I have to make myself get out of bed. And I think that's okay. Once I get up, I'm pretty good. But for some reason, when we sleep, I think because our guard's down, the anxiety that I feel, because I have social anxiety, I feel it the most in the morning. And so the first thing I do is make sure I get up and I go for a walk. Every morning I go for a walk and start my day. Yeah. I read that one, sorry. The Lord allows us to have experiences so we can understand that we need him. That's definitely. He's the only person that I need. Well, you know, I eventually, I'm I'm gonna hold that thought about what I was gonna say. I'm gonna hold my thought on what I was gonna say. Be happy about your sobriety and let it be known. Darius, I am so happy. I feel healed though. Like, that is so, just the thought of even going back to that is yeah, finally at that point where it's like, we're just gonna keep going forward, looking forward to 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, and so on. So one day I could be that one. It's like, you know what, 20 years ago, you know what I mean? So I won't even count the days anymore. I just use my calendar. Thank you. Thank you. Hopefully I'll meet you. And there's another person that I want to meet when I go home. So I'm planning another trip. So, am I dropping a link? I'll drop a link. I'm just sitting with y'all, checking in, like showing up. I already did my talk, you guys. Y'all can talk about whatever y'all want at this point. Yeah. So I'm planning another trip to go home in a little bit, but right now I'm just working. I don't know if the night is coming up or not, but let me see. It's 11 o'clock. And I miss you. One sec coming up. Okay, the night's coming up. So yeah, you guys, I thank y'all for this. Y'all been sending me scriptures and all these things. So I love the studying. I love the church that I'm connected with. Now I had to think about the church because some people are saying that you don't need to go to church, you don't need to do this, you don't need to do that. I don't have feelings on that right now. I think it's important to have support and I'm liking church. So I know someone told me that church is within yourself, but I am liking hanging around other Christians and hearing the word of God. So I like it. I like the Baptist church that I found, and yeah, so I don't know. I'm gonna wait for Denia. 1 second. I am almost at my hour. Fellowship is good. So I agree. And I think I told you guys, sorry, eyes itching. I think I told you guys when I went to, yeah, no, I'm such an introvert. I went to eat with one of the ladies from church. Like we've been friendly. She's a married lady. So sometimes I don't know. When you're hanging around a married woman, sometimes, it's like, I don't know. But she's been really nice. And we read the Bible together. She left me with these, I don't feel like getting up. I will show you these pamphlets that break down the Bible and like the scriptures and stuff. So yeah, that's been good. But I'm tired, you guys. I have to get up in the morning. I don't know what happened tonight, but yeah, have it eat. Oh, here she comes. It's like, girl, I was about to go to bed on you. Okay, are you keeping your camera on? Or, oh no, you're not. Okay, I'm gonna bring you up. Hello.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I was actually at what was it called? Aging Option and this morning, and so it was basically that's an event where they had seniors and they were giving them tips on caregivers and all that, and I was actually leading a bracelet making workshop. So that's what I was doing today earlier.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. So, but what I wanted to tell you real quick, so now you gotta get out of here. What I want to tell
I'm not
you.
in a rush. I was just like, I'm not in a rush. It's all good. What speak your mind?
I mean, I think the biggest thing is the fact of, what I've said about you is I'm happy that you were able to take your channel back. I'm happy that you're able to, to have your voice and have your say. I'm proud of you because I've seen how much you've changed. You can see it in your energy. You can see it all in your skin, child. Oh, the mercy, like just absolutely glowing.
I keep telling y'all, get y'all some. Why is this open? I don't know if I like the brand as much. Oh, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, you're good. You know what I'm saying? And the main thing I told you was to focus on your sobriety. Don't worry about the other people. You can't. Because they got issues. Period, point blank.
You said it right. People have issues. And you know what I've noticed as well is that people, when they're judging you and trying to put you down, people don't want to deal with themselves and their own issues. So it's easier for them to look at you and try to pick you apart because they can't see it or do it for themselves. And then at the end of it, but they don't stop because it doesn't make them feel good long. It's just temporary. All of it's temporary. It's not fulfilling.
Precisely.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the issue, is that people they focus so much on, on the immediate high, you know what I'm saying? Whether it be tearing someone down because that's the hot thing to do for the week or whatever the situation may be. But that's why you were able to overcome that by doing your lives and doing your uploads. That's why you're at 20K plus subscribers. And it keeps on going. It's going to keep on going.
Thank you guys for subscribing, for watching my videos and my my uploads and things like that. I really appreciate it. We're gonna keep growing. I don't mind, I come live just to chat with you guys and check in with y'all, but I definitely appreciate all of y'all love and support. Just want to say that.
Definitely. And much love to the real ones that come around to actually hear your story. Because at the end of the day, this is your channel. It's only about you and whatever
our
you want to
channel.
share.
This is for us. You guys were with me in the beginning. You guys have survived the chaoticness and all of that. And I know I need a lot to do. I got to work on my branding and all that stuff, y'all. We're gonna rebrand, but I definitely want a space where we could talk about stuff, all kinds of stuff. But I need a place to share. And this Christian walk and the stuff that I've been doing is mostly, it's like, I'm so grateful. And I really had to stop and say, you know what? I didn't do this by myself.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Tennessee Whiskey.
Absolutely. And no one that is successful has done it by themselves. Nobody's ever actually, for real, pulled themselves up by their bootstrap. That's a lie. Everyone's always had a team around them at some point in time.
I need a team.
Whether or not they admit it is what it is.
I can't see my drive. Says I have my whole neighborhood going against me because I'm getting divorced. Let me send you a message real quick because I can't see my chat.
Hey guys.
Hang on, I'm gonna send you a message right now.
Hello. Oh no. Hello, Tennessee Whiskey. Welcome in, everyone. Yes. Definitely be happy in the sobriety and let it be known.
Okay. Hey, Drive. How are you?
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I can see them. I can see them.
Hold on.
Either Drive or Driv. Yeah.
So you said, hold on, because I don't want to put anybody on the spot. So I'm just gonna send it to you before I go into a whole dialogue. When you said, how you doing, Tennessee Whiskey? When you said that you have your whole neighborhood,
yeah. Hold on, wait. Let me look.
Okay, because you're getting a divorce.
That's weird.
Is it because they're connected to your? I can't tell if you're a man or woman. Drive, I don't remember seeing it. But is that because they're connected to your spouse? Is that why? You have to go. You got to go to court. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that. Do you want to talk about it, or else I'll talk to you from the chat? If you want to hit the link, you can hit the link. I'll drop a link for you. I am sorry for what you're going through. I know that divorces are not easy. And I hope that you have some support where you are. That's horrible. I know that breakups are hard. So breakups are hard. So how much more so a marriage? I'm sorry to hear that. He's telling all my neighbors bad things about me. What is that picture? Oh, okay. So you're a woman. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. Are you gonna stay in your neighborhood? Do you have an option of leaving, or what are you gonna do? Okay. So, well, I wish you the best in that situation. Okay, let me give me a second. Let me see. I can't see you. I can't see your face. Let me use my banner. Hang on, drive you. I'm gonna bring you up. Can you show me your camera again? Drive you. I can't see you. Okay, let me bring you up.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hey, what's going on?
What's going on with you?
Nothing much. I've been listening to you for the
I think you
last
have your camera. Are you trying to be on camera or no?
Yeah, I don't want to be on camera.
Cause you might want to. Do you have an avatar? You could turn off your.
Yeah.
I just
But
say
I've
that.
been listening to you for the last couple years, and you giving some good information. And I am going through something right now. I've been with somebody for 10 years, and they basically turned their back on me and turned seven neighbors, eight neighbors
Can you turn your
on
camera off?
me, and they don't even speak to me no more. They talking shit about me, and yeah, and I got two court cases coming up because he trying to basically throw me out, and yeah.
Drive you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
You want to turn off your camera so I can take my banner down?
Okay.
Yeah, you take it off. Okay, I'll remove my camera and I talk to you. Sorry. Hold on.
Okay.
There you go. Okay, so.
Hello.
I'm listening to you.
You hear me?
Uh-huh, you got the floor. You got the floor.
Let me put my Bluetooth in and see if it works.
Okay, while you're doing that, Tennessee Whiskey says, I have to say I was a bit irritated when you were talking about preaching, teaching, and the content creator was my case. Tennessee Whiskey, thank you. I understand that, but I'm not going to put myself in those situations anymore because it's something that I feel led, and I wouldn't have shared it with you guys if I truly didn't feel that conviction in my heart. So I appreciate that. I got to protect where I go so you guys don't have to go anything. So I appreciate that. Drive you. We can hear you, even if you didn't have your Bluetooth in. We can hear you.
Go out. Go to this.
While Drive You is getting together.
Hello?
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, my earphone's not working.
No,
we can still hear you though.
Hold on one second.
Okay, I'm gonna mute you while you get your sound together, and then you can just unmute yourself. If you can hear me. So, anyways, what I was gonna say is, if you guys have been through a divorce, maybe you can offer some advice. I know that I'm just here to listen. Wait a minute, is he trying to talk to me? 504 was with the eyeballs. 504.
And you check your checks.
Okay.
Hey, 504 girl.
Drive you. Okay.
Not 504. It's over it. Look, I don't blame you, child, because yeah. We're doing the same old, same old.
So for those of you that just tuned in, drive you talking about
Hello.
Yeah, can you hear us?
their experiences. Go ahead, drive. Oh, okay, 504 girl. If you want to sleep, it's fine. Denia's here. She can mind too. Drive you. Oh, his mic isn't connected.
Yeah,
Whatever you were doing, we could hear you.
You hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. So anyway, I've been with this guy for the last 10 years. The last 2 years I haven't been working. And so for the last 2 years, he basically been sleeping with another dude on me. And now he just ready to just throw me away. But even though for the last 2 years I've been getting unemployment and helping paying all of the bills, he just basically throwing me out. And so now I have two court cases coming up. And I have nobody to talk to. And I actually called in on, Creole Butterfly. I don't know if you know her.
I know her. Mm-hmm.
I talked to her about it because on Labor Day, he went out to hang with the dude, his new friend that he been with for the last 2 years. So basically, he pushing it, and I basically, as a man, I let myself be, let somebody else take over, and then since he took over, now he's just saying "F me." Hello.
I'm just listening to you. I'm on mute because I'm listening to you.
And so now I'm moving out in the next month or so, and I'm a gay man. It's in some gay relationships, you do have people who will. I let him pay the bills and stuff, and I did all of the mowing the lawn, cleaning the house. I did everything, walking the dog, taking the dog to the vet. I'm doing all of that, buying the dog food. But because I don't know. And I'm doing everything in the whole house. Even I paid for the roof through a large amount I got. Paid for the roof that's on the house. Um, and some other things that I did recently in the last year and a half. And now the roof was close to $7,000. So now, after all of that stuff is done, it's F you, get the F out. I want somebody else. And now I'm here right now struggling trying to find an apartment for me and my dog.
But why do you have to leave? Are you choosing to leave?
Well, I've been going to court. My last court date was in September, early September, And so now the next court date is on in November, which is what is it called? Discovery. Because what he did was, instead of him going through the process, he got his brother to do it. So he basically got his brother to file power of attorney over him, and then sign some little other documents to give me a 30-day notice. And so
Okay,
after
so
that,
you were actually served, so you have to leave.
yeah, but I don't have to leave because I end up going to get an attorney, and we went to court in September, came up. They gave me the 30-day notice in August. I told him I wasn't leaving without going to court. His brother took it to court, and my court date was in September. And when we went to court, the court told him he can't do that. He's not a lawyer. He can't be power of attorney over him and some other things. But he basically is turning his back on me. I gave up doing what I normally do, and he's basically turning his back on me.
504 girl says, show proof of the equity you have put into the house and get your money
Well,
back.
a lot of the equity is on Cash App, and then the roofers that we paid, we went to Home Depot, we got the little contractors, and they gave us like a little piece of paper, a paper, and he took the paper.
It's gotta
And
be
so,
some type of betrayal or
Yeah,
and
something.
gotta be some
then
receipts,
he
though.
even claimed me on his taxes for the last 2 years that I haven't been working. So, and he got an extra $1,000 in his taxes. So all of the stuff,
Wait a minute. If you claim a grown person, you can get money
yeah,
back.
Yes.
yes, you can.
Carry on.
You can. It's like being a spouse.
Okay.
I was
How long have y'all
his.
been married, Drive You?
We haven't been married.
How long have you been with your partner?
10 years.
Okay.
And for the last 2 years, he been cheating on me with some African MFer. So
But you said
yeah,
you were going through divorce. So you're not going through a divorce, you're going through a breakup. Like
a
common law.
breakup. Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
I just want to understand you. Wow.
So that's
That's
why the court
bad.
said, because he asked his brother, actually went to the courts and said that I only been there for 30 days. And
504 girl
so,
said you can still show proof that you purchased the materials even on Cash App. Get your Cash App
Exactly.
statement.
well,
Your
that's
statements
what
through
the
cash.
discovery is part of that's coming up in November. But now the thing is, I'm okay. I go in my room, I lock my door and stuff like that. But now what he doing is he's going to all of my neighbors, or well, our neighbors, and talking basically shit about me. And one of my neighbors came and told me that he talking shit to the people in church. To her,
Mm.
she go to another church. He go to a different church. But the neighbor told me that the lady is going to her church talking about what we going have going on in our household, and they don't even know the whole story. They don't know that he claimed taxes on me. They don't know I helped pay for the roof. They don't know I did all of this stuff for the last 10 years. But now all of the neighbors, I went outside to smoke a cigarette. I had 3 neighbors talking shit, calling me a fake motherfucker.
Whoa. I'm on
Whoa,
side.
whoa, whoa! You got to. Okay, so
Excuse
one
me, I'm
thing about
sorry.
It's okay. This is kind of like abbreviated. I understand you're upset. I understand.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Let me hang up. I'm sorry.
No, you don't have to hang up. Like you're fine. You're fine. It's
This is
okay.
a true story. I told it on Creole Butterfly before. I'm not lying. I know the chat
I
is probably
believe
going
you.
crazy. Like, This nigga is lying. No, I'm not lying. I've been with the guy for 10 years and I haven't worked for the last 2 years, but I was getting unemployment for the last year. But I still did stuff for the whole house that he don't do. He don't cut. We got a front yard and a backyard. He don't do nothing. He don't cook. He don't clean. He don't do nothing. So basically, I was the so-called housewife. And I regret doing that.
Denia, do you have any words of comfort for him?
No, because I know how she is.
You know how Denia is? Denia is a sweetheart.
These people on YouTube are treacherous. I've been watching for the last it's been a long time. I've been watching. They are treacherous.
They
There
a
are
lot of
people that are
places.
absolutely, yes.
I don't disagree with that. I firsthand know how treacherous they can be. I'm sorry for what you're going through. I don't think anything.
Only reason I called in was the vent because I only vent to two people since I've been going through this for the last 5 months, and that's one of my neighbors. She like 80 years old, and her daughter. That's it. And so I really have nobody to talk to, and I just wanted somebody to talk to. Other people come on YouTube and say, I ain't come on here to talk. Yeah, I came on here to talk about it because I have nobody to talk to.
It's fine. I understand. Darius says, bruh, he was just ready to see other people. Don't trip. Life goes on.
Yeah, I'm so over him dating this dude. I'm so over it. He talked to the dude every day. I don't even care no more. I'm moving. But the thing is, he's trying to push me out faster than I can be gone out. So, like I said, even though we going through courts, what he doing is he's bringing the neighbors in. So now the neighbors is talking shit as I walk my dog in the morning and in the afternoon.
Right.
And so I got my neighbors talking shit.
Whoa,
I'm sorry. Ooh, I'm sorry. They talking. I go outside because we don't smoke in the house. So I go outside to smoke. And I'm hearing somebody calling saying, oh, you a fake MFer. Because they talking loud and I guess they want me to hear it. And the same neighbors that I was speaking to 3 months ago, I wave at them like, hey, what's going on? And they walk right past me. They don't even say nothing. So he's getting the neighbors to help with pushing me out faster. And so I was thinking about just leaving and going somewhere else. But I have a lawyer and she said don't leave. So yeah, there's a lot.
You know what? It almost sounds like he's a narcissist because narcissists like to badmouth you. And the thing about that is they start doing it before we even know. They start already putting people against us. Denia, were you talking? Did I cut you? What's good, Choppa? Good seeing you. Thank you.
What I was gonna ask is,
I hope I'm giving you some little bit of entertainment. Sorry.
I'm not. Well, for me, I don't like seeing people go through stuff. So I can't be entertained by other people's misery. But you're definitely.
He called the animal control last Saturday on me and told the animal control that I wasn't feeding the dog.
Y'all got some issues. You got some issues. I wouldn't want to be around somebody like that. Denia, you want to jump in?
Yeah, what I was gonna say is, are you connected to any of the organizations like GLAD or anything like that can help you? Have you
Say that again?
Are you connected to any of the organizations like GLAD or any of the other organizations?
No, I'm not a part of none of them.
What's that? I don't know what GLAD is.
So
it's like gay organizations that help gay people out when they need help. But when the animal control people came, she ended up, at first I thought it was the police, and I'm like, I don't want to talk to you. And then she was like, no, I'm animal control. And she asked for me by name. I was about to say my name, but she asked for me by name, first and last. So I knew I ain't saying he called, but he had something to do with it.
You know, you're in a tough situation. Are you trying to maintain any of the relationships from the people in the neighborhood?
I don't even care no more. They can kick rocks. Only neighbor.
Sounds like you need you need a group of people that's going to support you with what you're going through.
I
Right.
don't have support basically. He
And
locked the
this.
basement door. He put a double lock on the basement door, so you can't a double bolted lock on the basement door. 3 weeks ago, and so now I can't wash clothes. So I have to go to the laundromat. I can't
Can I
dry
ask
clothes.
you a question without
Y-
being disrespectful?
Yeah.
I know that he helped take care of you. Do you have your own finances as well, to where you can move and be comfortable? And
Right now, no, but in the next, I want to say month and a half, yeah.
so so you're working and you're able to get on your feet and at least,
Yeah.
okay, that's good.
So like I
Oh,
recently got a job and it's been paying, but it's not paying enough quick enough, if you understand. And so basically he trying to push me out faster than what's going on.
but legally he can't, right?
No, he can't. Because in November is a discovery, and then in December the 5th, it'll be mediation. But when I talked to my lawyer last week, she said we might not have to go to mediation if I be out by if we might not have to go through discovery if I be out before November the 5th when the trial is. So basically what I'm saying is he's trying to force me out, and like I said, we've been here 10 years, and yeah. So like I said, I understand what Miss Dovey was going through and how they was trying to mock her and saying all of the bad stuff about Miss Dovey, and she wasn't. No, you got to know who is the person that you stand with or that you've been with. Even though I know they wasn't in a relationship like that, but I'm in a gay relationship and I'm being treated the same way.
So are you in? So because in Dovey's case, because you brought up Miss Dovey, shout out to Miss Dovey. How she went? You okay? She went into someone else's house, so you went into his house, and then you helped build it up with the improvements and stuff.
Yes.
So it's his place. Okay.
Exactly 504 girl.
Hello. What'd you say?
If I were for a girl, if it's his home, and I don't know,
It's his.
because
Is a mortgage. It's a mortgage.
and you guys purchased the home together, or did he already have the
No,
home?
no. He purchased it before me. I moved in and left my apartment.
Yeah, if I were for a girl, so you can't say it's both of their home if he owns it. I'm not sure what you're saying. Denia's agreeing. I gotta disagree.
He put money into it.
He put money into it. So what? So where I live in California,
So
we
that's
got a lot
like I
of
said.
that. Where I
That's
live in
what the
California,
discovery is for. Is to pull out all of the receipts of me help paying for the two roof because it's a two roof because we have an add on. So one roof was 1,000, the other roof was 7,000. So and then you got to pull the receipts for the for him claiming me for the last 2 years.
yeah, because the thing that I'm saying is you can't just now what he can't do is just kick somebody out when they've been paying. Like he lives there.
Right.
But that's what he's doing. That's what he's doing. He getting his brother to do the dirty work. And in fact, after the court date, he said something to me, and I said to him, "That's why the lawyers made your brother look stupid." So he called his brother. That happened on a Thursday. He called his brother on Friday. His brother came over on Saturday and tried to bang in a room with that I was in because now we in separate rooms.
Dang,
So his
that's so
brother,
uncomfortable. I know. Oh my goodness, you would not believe how much I understand what you're going through. Oh, that's that's bad.
and
So before I go,
that's when his brother had changed the lock to the basement door and locked. He even put a lock on
oh,
his
that's why
room.
you're comparing it to Dobie. That's kind of what Dobie went through. After
Yeah,
30 days, he became a resident, and after
but I've been here 10
10 years
years.
of being, oh, you were there for 10 years, it becomes their home like common law. Oh, okay, fellow for girls. I get what you're
Right.
saying.
Yeah.
I get what y'all
Well, common
saying.
law after 7, actually, but yeah.
I didn't know that was everywhere. In California, it's like that. You know,
And so now too, he locked. It's a lot. I'm just getting it off my chest. Please don't judge me.
I'm not judging you. I
No,
can't.
you're
I'm in
good.
no position to judge anyone
He locked the
at
basement.
all.
Well, not I already said he locked the basement door. So now we have a back porch. So it's a deck on the back porch, and steps to go down to get to the deck. He locked the because it's a bolted lock. He locked the back door, so I can't even go on the back porch.
So you're just like a hostage in your own home. Like you're not comfortable. You're
Yeah,
just there. That's hard,
I haven't been.
man.
Yeah, I haven't been sleeping. I've been on. Tell you the truth, when I'm not at work, I'm on YouTube for like 10 hours because I'm trying to block out what's going on, and so my hair is gray as. Who hair is gray? That sing.
I can imagine.
And I'm not even close to 50. I'm in my late 30s.
You're still, yeah, you're young. You
You're still
gotta get out
young.
there and
And two, I used to work for Homeland Security and some other stuff went on with that. So after I left Homeland Security, it was, for some reason, it seemed like it was harder for me to get a job because I made a complaint about harassment with Homeland Security.
the, Chopper says they're gonna make him pay back for all the money he put into the house. That's the law. I hope so, Chopper. I hope so. Because
But the
that's
thing
just
is, I'm
that's
thinking
a
about
lot.
leaving now. That's why I was calling because I'm thinking about leaving now after what happened maybe 2 hours ago. That, and it's not that I care about what people think. It's like, damn, we've been talking for the last 5 6 years. Now all of a sudden you don't want to say hi, bye. You came to the house and
And
we
you're doing.
talked.
Right.
I am so sorry. Let me shout, Belle V, welcome. Misunderstood. You are a beautiful woman inside and out. Thank you so much. Thank you. And she also
You
says,
are. You
thank you.
are.
To this man, I wish you the best. So sorry. So people empathize. A lot of us have, thank you, Belle V. Good to see you. People can relate to a breakup and the things that you're going through.
Oh, it's your
Tennessee
first time?
Whiskey said,
Welcome.
can you get a second job to get your money faster?
I've been looking, but it's been for some reason I put in applications and it hasn't been happening for me. So I just been staying doing what I've been doing. Yeah, and like I said, the thing is, it's not me leaving because I'm leaving. What he's trying to force me out right now, and
Chopper
that's
says
the
he'll leave it off. Chopper, so you feel like he should stay, but what if he's not comfortable there? Do
no.
you feel like he
Mm-mm.
should stay? 'Cause I
No,
don't
I'm
know if I
leaving.
could stay. Not, but here's the thing though, if you leave, what jeopardize you from getting your money back? I don't know how that works. Well,
Yeah,
if
that's what
it's
the discovery
true,
for is. That's in November. Discovery is for past what I paid.
okay.
And so only,
Oh,
like I
just say
said, I
that you
have cash
back.
apps, and what they would do with the discovery, he will have to show proof when the roof was put on and show all of that information, and that way it can show that I paid it.
Right.
Now, if I were for a girl
So
is saying, "See, I'm petty," I wait until she is petty.
Right.
I wait until he leaves and call a locksmith and say, "I lost some keys," and get one made.
yeah, and if he do that, and like I said, I knew 504 girl, mind your business. If he do that, I call the police and they come and let me in.
No, she's
Basically,
saying that
So do
you should
you
do
do
that.
that?
oh, she said, no, I can't do that because that'll make it worse. Yeah, that will make it worse. Okay, I can't do
Especially
that.
with
I
you
thought she
trying
was
to
talking
get
about
your
me.
yeah, especially with you trying to get your
Money back.
yeah, I would. And thank you, Belvie.
But
Chopper, you
yeah,
said if you
I
leave, the
was in
guy's gonna
Dovey
make up lies.
chats
I agree.
when, sorry.
No, no, no. I was just saying that I was agreeing with Chopper, who says if you leave, he goes if he leaves, the guy's gonna make up lies about. You.
Yeah, and but he already doing that, like I said. But I was saying that what Dovey went through, I can relate to of how that lady was treating her because he locked me out one time and I had to, this was a month ago in August, I had to call my lawyer for him to unlock the door instead of calling the police.
I don't. I that's tough. I all I'm gonna say is I pray that that the discovery goes well and that you get back the money that you have put into the place.
Yeah, thank you for listening. Just wanted somebody to talk to because I haven't talked about it in a while, and I know it's content, so whatever. I just changed my name, but I've been around for a minute. I was around here, Miss MU. I've been around here for a minute, so I seen a lot. I know a lot. I just been changing my name, and I'm not gonna say, "Oh, I'm beef sector" or "I'm this sector." Nope. I've been around on YouTube, and I've been watching, and I've been seeing stuff, so I know how it goes. You go on different panels, you get people on there crying like lemon crazy. Sorry, let me stop. Let me stop. I'm just playing.
I,
Okay.
honestly, when it comes to I have not been watching a lot. I caught a little of the a little of the dance challenge that they did, but because I'm so busy working on MU that I haven't really caught up with a lot of these live streams.
But you know what?
But as
I
far as
like
you go,
what you've
I
been.
don't see it as content. I see it as you're going through something because we try to have a different space over here. So I don't want you to
Mm,
think that we're just talking to you because it's commentary. Because y'all know
but
I'll speak to just two of y'all in my chat. Denaya knows I'll fire up a live stream for
yeah,
just
you do.
people.
Right.
You do.
I don't care. Hmm.
My last, well, not one of the lives, but one of the lives that I seen you on was earlier. I think it was yesterday,
Uh-oh.
and it was a couple minutes. It wasn't that long because you said you weren't gonna stay long. And then one of the other last lives, you was at the hotel and you was showing us all the little stuff that was going on.
Okay,
Uh,
we're not gonna do that. Hold on 1 second. Kenya, we're not doing that. We're not doing
What
that.
happened? Not doing what? I'm not
what?
speaking
I
smart.
didn't do nothing.
No, the
I
person
didn't.
that's talking about some we're not if by by we're not doing the homophobic
It was
situation.
on a live that she did.
No, the chat.
Oh,
Oh,
you're talking in the chat? Oh, I didn't see that. I can't
I
see the
We're
was just
not
comment.
talking
doing
about
that.
her live.
No, no, she wasn't talking to you. Kevia says, by living a lifestyle that God does not approve of, God says that men who
That's what
oh,
I'm
is
saying.
this God says
That's
Well,
that
saying
if I go to hell,
we're not doing that for
I'm
the
not
closed
gonna do what
investigator. Sorry.
Brian
That's not
and
the kind of energy we
Honest
want to
Row
do.
do. I love myself. I just let somebody do something. I let somebody take care of me. I love myself as being a gay person. I'm not Brian and I'm not Roe. So
Here's the thing.
don't
Okay.
bring in God stuff with me because God don't hate. He loved people.
That part. God
When
is
you were
love.
talking about the
We're not.
hotels, that I mean, the when I was showing you guys the hotels, um, when I'm showing y'all stuff like that, I'm sharing. I'm saying like, look at, you know what?
I watched the whole thing. It was relaxing to me.
Thank you. I
And
was trying to
I
say
said
this.
I wanted
Go
speak. I'm
ahead.
sorry. I got a delay. I have a delay. I'm
It's
sorry.
okay.
But I wanted the stuff that I see you've been doing for the last couple months. I want to go out and do. And you was telling how cheap it was to stay there for a couple nights because of off season. So I was there. I was listening to you going through my little stuff. So yeah,
You
I've been
know, one
listening.
of the things that I do want to share more with you guys. So when I'm doing stuff like that, because it's easy to get stuck within ourselves. So I try to show you guys that, you know what, you don't have to pay a lot to get out. Um,
Hmm.
yeah, I know I'm on a sobriety journey and things like that, but it also helps me to relax. It helps me to with my anxiety, my depression, just to get out there. So I'll film that kind of stuff for you guys, just to kind of take y'all with me and let y'all know that these are just things that we could do and stuff. Now I see y'all making the comments about with the scriptures and stuff like that. I don't get into all that stuff. Be Hang on, you got it now. I got it.
Yeah, I
I, I,
got it.
I let people.
Oh
I let you guys speak your minds, but I'm just gonna say that as long as we're respectful, you guys, people are not gonna always agree with your
Oh, they can
lifestyle.
say what they want because I know MU. They can say what they want. I know this. The chat is treacherous. I've been
But the
around
chat
for.
shouldn't
It's
be treacherous.
treacherous. They will
That's the
tell.
thing.
They tell people to kill themselves. I.
Exactly.
I.
And that's the thing though. Like that's where I'm gonna say this is not that kind of chat. We do not do homophobic mess over here because we love everyone. We accept everyone. This is an inclusive chat.
Okay.
That
But
so
yeah,
that so
that's
my
how long
apologies
I've
for
been
that
on here.
because
There,
this is an
I
inclusive
seen
chat. This is
them.
not that kind of energy, and that's what I want you to understand. We're not that kind of energy. That's why I was telling you to reach out to organizations like GLAD. I'm not sure where you are exactly in the country. If there's an organization that's there that supports the rainbow community, these are the kind of things that they can help you with. Not only aside from also helping you with community, but GLAD specifically because you're going through stuff that is defamation, and that's
I'm
exactly
kind
what
of
they
sort
work on
of working
specifically.
with something similar to that.
Okay, good. But exactly,
I'm
right?
kind
And
of
that's
sort
the
of
thing.
working with something similar to that,
Good.
but it's not. It's the lawyer part. Is where I get a free lawyer, and
Okay.
so that's the only thing.
But you definitely want to
And
look in. You definitely want to look
yeah, and then I
into.
think they supposed to. I'm
Go
listening.
ahead. No, go ahead. I see you definitely want to look into organizations like that because they can really offer community outside of that, right? So that you're able to build relationships and to help. And some of the organizations also do help with employment and all of that. So
Yeah, that's true. But you know, when I hear a lot of content creators say, "Is a lot of lonely people on here?" It's true. It's for the last year I haven't really talked to nobody. It's true.
and that's okay. And that's what
I
social media
think
is
It's
about,
true.
being social, building relationships outside of just, the average world potentially, right? Because you never know who you're going to meet. You never know who you're talking to. The misconception that we
Yeah.
have when it comes to people in general is that, we can just judge them automatically. That's the problem, right?
Yeah. If I tell you some of the stories like recently, you will be like, I can't believe it.
you guys give me 1 second. I need to bring someone up, and then I have a message for you, Belvie. If you can hang on for 1 second, hold on.
Me.
It's you. Okay, let me say something to Belvie really,
Oh, Lord.
really quickly.
Tanya,
Hang
seriously?
on, you guys. Hang on. Belvie, I have, I have been watching, and I know that I've been wanting to connect with you. You're always welcome. And if you don't have my number, I'll make sure I'll try to make sure that you have it so we can talk. All right. I would love to hear from you. I know I do know about you. I have been checking you out, and so I'm very happy that you're in that because I have been watching you. So it's nice, the little that I have. But I've definitely heard about you, and it's nice that you're here. So thank you so much, and I hope that we can connect.
Kenny,
I'll come back,
I'm literally giving you grace.
Okay, you got some background noise. Go ahead, you guys. I'm gonna go on mute.
Kenny, I'm literally giving you grace because this is MU's channel. I do not understand why you think that it is okay to sit here and demonize her guests. I do not understand why you think it's okay to sit there and demonize the rainbow community when we just said this is an inclusive space. So the fact that you want to sit up here and act, and I get what you're talking about, Sodom and Gomorrah, yada yada yada. You're missing a whole bunch of that, right? You're missing the fact that people that are committing adultery. You're missing the fact that people that are committing incest. Like we can go down this road, but you're not gonna like it. So the fact that you sit here and you're continuing to do so, continuing to disrespect her channel. If you have an issue, there are plenty of homophobic channels you can go on and spew that mess over there. I'm just saying. Because it's disrespectful when we just said, hey, this is an inclusive space for you to continue with that mess. Because there are plenty of churches in this country that accept the rainbow community. There aren't enough of them, but there are a lot of them that are learning to accept the rainbow community. So to say that just shows how ignorant you are. Period. Go ahead. Hey, 504 girl.
Hey,
I want everyone to
I
feel
know I
blessed.
said I said I was going to sleep, but I'm up.
We are an
she up now.
we are all inclusive space. I do share the things that I'm going through and the things that I'm learning, but I'm not here to judge anybody or their lifestyle. I'm more interested in what you guys are going through. I also don't speak to people in the chat either. I let you guys do my moderators, they have a mind of their own. But I'm more interested in what you guys are going through. And for me, what Drive You is saying is that what I'm hearing is that he's in a long-term relationship. He has invested financially, mentally, emotionally, just for that person to cut him off for whatever reason. I know there's two sides to every story. Talk bad about him to his neighbors. And in my sense, it's like trying to isolate him. So for me, it's like I just want to be supportive for Drive You because that's not an easy thing to go through, whatever lifestyle he's living. I'm not
It's
gonna
the
block
isolation
him.
part for me.
Go ahead, you guys. I'm gonna go on mute.
At the end of the day, it's like this. Even nobody's trying to intimidate you for speaking the word, but one thing that we do know is God loves everyone.
That part.
He created everyone in his image. So trying to pass a judgment on this gentleman that's up here right now who is needing to vent, who is needing an ear just to listen to him, to turn him away right now, would not be godlike.
And guess what? He goes to a mega church, and I've been there a few times. They know he gay. He goes to a mega church in the area, and they know who he is. And he's on the usher board and the greeters team. So they accept him.
No tears.
And see, one thing about this space that Misunderstood has created, just because now she's on a spiritual journey, does not mean that she does not care or that she's not going to listen or that she's going to turn anybody away. She's always had different people from different walks on different journeys with different problems to come over here in a space where they can feel comfortable enough to express how they feel and get support from those of us in the chat who really has an empathetic heart and will be there for people who are in different type of situations. And right now, Drive is here because he just needs to be able to express himself openly without any judgment. And that's what we're here for.
Okay.
Drive. I've been in the situation that you're describing. I've been in that situation. That's why I put in the chat. Step one, stop bending over backwards, kissing your own butt to make somebody else happy.
You know, I don't mean to cut
And
you
I'm
off,
speaking from
504 girl.
experience.
Thank you. But you know, after he served, his brother came and served me. I was still cooking food for him and making meals for him. I was just dumb. Still making the breakfast and making his lunch so he can go to work. I was still doing that stupid stuff. That's how stupid I have been for the last couple years.
Drive. I was exactly where you were. I know exactly what you feel. See, and because I've been out of that situation for years, that's why I put in the chat. See, I'm petty. I'd either change them locks on that basement or I'd call a locksmith and say, oh, I done lost my keys. And baby, he'd never know the difference. I'd be washing my clothes.
Right.
I'm
Oh,
sorry. That
girl,
key would be on my key ring, baby. And when he
Right.
leave that house, I'd be washing my clothes and be done and lock that door before he come back. Okay? I have been there.
And I was
listen,
talking to
I
one of
have
my
been there
neighbors.
too, and I'm gonna tell you my approach would be. What would I do?
Okay,
Um,
I'm listening.
okay, I have been there too, and I'm going through a breakup as well, and it's just not easy. And I think that the best thing to do is to pamper yourself, be kind to yourself, and allow yourself to feel the emotions so you can work through it. And we go through a breakup, I don't think we realize that we go through stages of grief. So acknowledge that, talk to people about it. It's okay to feel, it's okay to cry, and just be very kind to yourself as you go through this.
Yeah, I only since this been going
Right.
on, only cried 2 times at the
You
most.
know,
I
like I
cried a
said, because I'm now removed from it, my level of
Mm.
petty is different. But I was exactly where you were, where you are. I was exactly there. The same scenario, everything.
I was thinking about because we got a new he got a new deck put in 2 weeks ago. So I was thinking about because he had to pull money out on a mortgage because they Wells Fargo changed over and said your mortgage is too low. We selling your mortgage to another company. So they sold it to another company. So when they sold it to another company, he took a loan out. And so he put a new deck and a new steps to go down to the deck. And I was thinking when I leave, I'm gonna come back here and I'm gonna cut all 4 of those daggone things.
Wait a minute, I thought we were what?
Allegedly, this slide was brought to you by the word allegedly. Oh goodness.
No, that's what I was thinking.
Oh,
When
okay.
I didn't say yeah. I
That's
was
why I said
saying
allegedly.
yeah
Right. Let me
because
tell you. Let me
Allegedly.
Let me
tell
tell
you.
you something.
See,
I had
that's the
my
level of petty. That's the level of
Bible,
petty coming out. Cause baby,
Bible
let me tell you
girl.
something. The thoughts that went through my mind on keying some cars. I'm telling you, that's the level of petty.
But see, I'm shocked that you followed for it because you talked me off the ledge when you know some of the things I had in my head.
And that's why I'm able to
Right.
talk you off the ledge because I've been there.
Okay, because let me tell y'all something. Now y'all. Some of y'all know me. Like I said, I go from 0 to 10. If I were for a girl, was like, no, don't do that, don't do that. So I'm like, where's this coming from? Just because the church accepts what God says is wrong means that church is not teaching that I stand firm that God loves everyone. Then why did He destroy the people during?
well, right
Good
after
morning,
he
Cesaro. Good pop-up
Yeah.
challenge.
Good morning, Cesaro. Oh, girl, I had a ball at the pop-up challenge. Let me tell you.
I wanted to do the pop-up challenge, but when I found out about it, what was I doing?
it
I
was
forgot.
funny.
I didn't hear about it. I prayed up. I can't be dancing to that music and stuff anymore. But I think I saw somebody do praise music, so I could do like the whole. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah. Good morning, prayed up. Drive
Well,
you.
Kiva, I can ask you this question. Since you're talking about Noah and the flood, if that's the case, then why do we still have famine right now? Why do we
Okay.
still have tornadoes? Why do we have hurricanes? Why do we have people starving? Why do we have people just dying for no reason?
If that's the case, I can say this. Right after his brother served me, the next week, somebody slashed both of his tires and busted his windows out. I had nothing to do with it. I didn't talk to nobody about it. He just came home. They caught the person in the garage. He came in on a bike and did all of this stuff. Took all of his stuff out of the car because he had his bags and stuff in there, and put them under the steps.
Good night, Bill V. Bill V says, everyone have a wonderful night.
night,
I
Bill
appreciate
V.
you all. Misunderstood.
Good night, girl.
I will wait for that
Take care,
email.
sweetheart.
If whatever reason, if I don't respond, I didn't see it, just leave me a comment under any videos and I will look. Have a good night, Bill V. Thank you for hanging out with us.
Bye.
But thank you guys for listening.
Drive you. I want you to say, so there is no judgment here with me. All right, I see you in the clouds, my friend. There is no judgment here with me. I'm sorry for what you're going through. Breakups are never easy and you grieve them. So if you start talking and you cry, if you feel anger, whatever, just acknowledge it and just be kind to yourself. I'm going to pray that things go well for you in court
Thank
with
you.
the discovery. You know,
Thank you.
and find you a strong support system. People that won't believe this sounds like a narcissistic person talking crap about you when you're already going through a breakup. Now they're trying to turn people away from you. That's a lot to go through. That's heavy. That's heavy.
Yeah. But thank you guys for listening.
Anytime. Always here.
I probably changed my name.
I'll recognize the voice now.
I will change my name.
I will recognize the voice.
Cause I go to all of the panels that y'all go to, so this gonna be a deleted one.
You're gonna delete the Good Morning Pretty Black TV.
See, now he gonna change his name. He gonna see us in the chat somewhere and speak, and we all gonna be like, "Who is that?"
Yes, exactly.
I'm not gonna know.
And just be like, I know me. I'm gonna just be like, "Hey," with a waving sign, like, "Hey."
Like everybody do, but you know
Like,
they
I
do
don't
that
know who that
already.
is, but hey, you speaking, so hey.
Morning, good gas man.
They do, you know, they do that already with a lot. That I've been blocked in a lot. I've been blocked in most of the chats that I go in because I speak my mind.
Speak your mind. That's why I don't stop people from. You guys probably say, "Why do I let stuff ride?" I let people speak their mind in chat as long as they're respectful, because people are not gonna always agree with you. But I understand what you're going through. I'm telling you to hang in there. Be kind to yourself. Do things that's gonna feel good, and don't even worry about it.
And MU, keep going live. Keep doing your little stuff, that your outings that you go to. Because I was there when you and Don Cato used to. Y'all used to go out in the desert. So I've been around for a minute.
The desert, you've been around, but those days, you know.
I'm sorry to hear that, though. I'm sorry to hear that, and don't mean to bring it up. Don't mean to bring it up.
Whatever you want. You can bring up whatever you want. I'm telling you, so when I say I understand. That was my support. You know, that was a lot. But I feel that everything happens for a reason. And it made me look deeper. And I feel like that's one of the reasons why I was talking a lot about God and how he's coming to my life and stuff like that. Everything happens for a reason, and you just have to go through the stages.
And you know what? You helped me out a little bit because now I'm a little bit happier from earlier. You helped me out.
And that was the whole purpose.
And people been talking SHIT about you doing this God thing. Do you? That's what I'm gonna say. Do you, because you helped me in my little time of need. So, but thank you guys. Thank you for
Anytime,
all of
always
y'all
here.
and
Kiva,
Always.
listening.
actually,
And if you
So,
invite
ever
me to your
want
girl.
me to fire up a live stream so you can vent, just leave a message under any video. I respond to
okay.
most of the messages. We're always here. I know what you're saying about other spaces in the commentary, but we really, you've been watching me for a while, so you know it's not like that over here. I really do have a supportive community, and I
Yeah.
appreciate that. And you guys
Hmm.
support me as well. So thank you for sharing. I appreciate you for being so open with us because we all go through stuff, and you need support. You need support.
Thank you. And you guys enjoy the rest of y'all night.
You as
Thank
well.
you.
You
Sleep
too.
well. Sleep
All right.
well. Whew.
Okay.
Okay. So
So,
so keep regardless of his actuality, keep him in your prayers, you guys. He has this discovery coming up, and no one likes to invest in something only to be discarded.
precisely.
Regardless, no one likes that. You're already dealing with your feelings. You know, people. You got to be mindful of people's feelings, and he's got to move. He's got to do all this stuff. So I do hope and pray that he gets his money back. That's heavy. That's heavy.
And those situations happen whether they're heterosexual relationships or homosexual relationships. So I don't understand what all this extra stuff is. Oh my God, it's only happening because he's gay. No, that happens in all relationships, no matter the sexuality. I don't
Nobody is
understand
perfect. No church is perfect. How many
that
pastors is
part.
sleeping with somebody in the church and got outside children?
But
How
we already
much
ruled that part, right?
how much adultery happens in a church?
Or how about the building fund that's 30 years old, but the building's still broken? But the pastor has Rolls Royces and private jets. I'm just saying. Like do we really want to go here?
Do you guys see all of the stories that are coming up about these pastors and the things that they're doing in church?
Yes, that's what I'm
What I want
saying.
to be
Like,
careful to, what I want to
child.
be careful to do. Man, the straight ones are tripping out here. But what I want to be careful to do, so when we're talking about a church and stuff like that, you got to remember that there's people in the church that's not perfect, and they're walking. You know, it's their walk with God that matters. I think a lot of us go to church for the fellowship and for the fellowship, right? And hear the word and that kind of stuff. I'm just sharing my beginning walk and the things that I've been going through, but a lot of the stuff that I'm talking about relates to my sobriety and my personal story and how I've changed and things like that. So I try my best not to judge anybody else in their walk because I don't want to cause anybody to stumble. I'm just extremely grateful that yeah, Chapa says all of them, all of what the pastors.
Yeah,
Yeah,
see, that's
those
the thing.
stories.
That's the thing about when you own your walk. When you own your walk in your faith, in your spirituality, in your journey, that is yours. You don't have to go into a building to have that walk.
Right.
You don't have to listen to somebody else trying to give you their interpretation or their rendition of what the word says. That's your personal journey. You create your own relationship.
Right, because there are so many different versions of the Bible that people don't acknowledge, and so
Okay, you guys, so when we do get into these studies now I'm not gonna hold y'all. I'm studying, and I'm not gonna come out here unprepared. But the thing is, I don't want you guys to feel that I'm judging you. I don't want you guys to feel that I'm trying to tell you to be like me or anything else. I'm simply telling you what happened in my life and where I'm going and the changes that I've made. My first and foremost thing is, hey, you know what? I'm about to hit 3 years sober. People can say what they want. There's been a lot of things. I'm not the same person that I was even 2 years ago, even a year ago. There's been a lot of growth, and I'm interested in people like that just want to tell their stories. That you don't have to tell your story on my platform. That's hard to do. Shout out to you guys. But people that just want more, that wants a real experience. I have nothing. Your story helps to validate somebody else. I'm not trying to get anything from you, but what I am saying is that there are some things that keep us from living our best life. And that thing could be depression. It could be we eat too much and we're, you know what I'm saying? Addiction looks all kinds of ways. And this is just another part of my journey that I want to share. I find the Bible to be comforting. I found something. I don't have to worry about rejection. I don't have to worry about somebody turning their back on me. I'm just saying I don't want people to read too much into what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is that has brought me comfort in my time of need. When there's no one else there, that has brought me comfort. And I have to stand on that. And I have to say, you know what? Breaking a 20-year addiction was a hard thing to do. Wow. And I've heard it mocked. I've heard it laughed at. People still lie and say, oh, she's on drugs. Oh, it was pills. And there's stories. It don't even matter if their stories line up or not. They're lies, the lies. And I'm like, but there's been one thing consistent. And that's what's happening right now. I can't worry about the lies. I'm listening. And now all of a sudden people are saying I'm crushing up methamphetamines and pills. The most ridiculous lies. I can't worry about that. There's been one thing consistent. And when you look at me, you see a sober-minded person. I don't need to argue that fact. So I no longer care what people are saying, the lies and the slander. You know why? Because that's going to distract me from my walk. And now that I'm walking this way, I'm not going to let anything hold me back. And you notice when you get saved, when you start saying, you know what, I'm going to do better in my own life. Whatever that is for you in your life, that's going to enrich your life. That's when all the naysayers, that's when the obstacles and the people that want to put you down, that's when they come. Because if you ain't doing nothing with your life, guess what? They're going to love you. They're going to applaud you. They're going to big up you, make you feel like you're on top of the world. You got to just see it for what it is. I hear you, Drive. I say, hey, Gemini love. Good seeing you. Thank you. We're a treasure. Nope, you have your own relationship with God. Exactly, Choppa. The evil come. And I'm like, and I had to ask myself, why now? Y'all know when I was using, and I was this chaotic mess out here, everyone liked it. In you, I had no problems. It wasn't until I said, you know what, I'm not about to go through these things anymore. The pain that I was experiencing, life break, friendships falling apart. I was just living a very chaotic life, which is commentary for a lot of people. And the other people profited off that pain. And I'm just sitting over here, you know, out of my mind and thinking that I would say things like, you know what, it's no big deal if I get high and relapse, blah, blah, blah. I said the most outrageous things. That's where I was at that time, you know. But once I got sober and once I started to clean up my life, that's when a lot of things changed. And a lot of people felt like I did them some kind of way. You know what? It's not a poor me kind of thing. I'm just saying that people grow. And as they grow, you have to be careful with who is still in your life. Protect your boundaries, your space, your energy. And not everybody was meant to be there through your whole journey. Some people start off with you and enjoy that time. And for whatever reason, you part your ways and you just keep going. And I had to realize that. All right.
They got mad at you because you took your channel back.
What you talking about? I was on a whole different trip, girl. I actually
I'm telling you what it is. Because 504 girl was in the chat. We were sitting there like we were both back and forth. Like, why are they talking to her that way? This is her channel. What are they doing? What's going on? They got mad at you because you took your power back. You took your channel back. You didn't allow people to overtalk you on your channel. That's why they're mad. You know, for a minute, I got lost in a lot of the chaos too. I'm not gonna hold you. For a minute, I was like, I tried to do both where I can't really explain it. I got lost in a lot of it, but we started out with just a few of us, 8 of us, 9 of us, and we would have the most meaningful conversations. And then I traded it for, you know, I was in a bunch of mess, and now all the, you know, just in a lot of other people's stuff. And I feel that everything comes full circle because these are the talks that I like the best. And coming back to what we were known for and what we were doing feels so good, you guys. I can't even explain it. That's how I know when you know what's right for you, what God has for you, or what
whatever your plan and purpose is not going to feel chaotic. You're going to feel peace. So that's how I know that this is where it's supposed to be. I can offer you guys a lot more this way. I don't need my life to be chaotic so I can be in all these titles and stuff. We're not doing that. We're going to just keep doing what we're doing right now because it has been a long journey. I did want to jump on that dance challenge though, y'all. I ain't gonna hold you, but
I understand.
We didn't do it.
Kiva, I understand exactly what you're saying, but your walk in Christianity may not look like the next person's walk in Christianity. That doesn't make that person's better than yours or yours better than that person's.
Was y'all talking? Y'all still on that? Okay, wait a minute.
Because she's still on
Let me
that.
read. Kevin says, so everybody just goes off and have their own way of Christianity. That no, Kiva, we don't worship God how we want to. We worship God the way He says so. And I do realize that when I have these talks, when I do tonight, we're just chatting. Yeah, no, I'm not dropping a link right because I'm going to make sure that I am very focused. And when I do talk about things and relate them to the Bible, I will be sharing how it impacted my life because my life in itself is a testimony. So I'm going to line it up with the Word of God. It's nothing that I'm going to add or take away from it. I'm going to read it just how it is. And that's why I'm not dropping a link because it's not to be debated. It's like, this is what the Word is. But I'm not trying to throw things down your throat. I'm telling you what He's done in my life. And that's what we're going to do. But so when Drive was talking, you guys, despite his background, I think what's important is to focus on what he's been through and what he's going through. You know, I think that to come up here and share on a public platform takes a lot of courage to do.
It does.
Everyone is not in Christianity. Absolutely, Choppa.
Right. You know, and it's like the Bible says where two or more are gathered.
Yes.
That don't mean I have to be in a physical building to have my relationship with Him.
Precisely.
I could be sitting outside in the park with these two ladies sitting on the panel with me.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't negate the fact that we're just going off on our own and, you know, developing our, you know, Christianity in a way that's not supposed to be done. It may just be more comfortable where a smaller setting is beneficial for more people. Everybody's not into, oh, I gotta go to church 3 times on Sunday, Bible study every Wednesday, and then I got to go to the usher board meeting and the gospel choir rehearsal and this and that's not for everybody.
But what she
That
does,
doesn't, you know, that doesn't make my journey less of a journey than Nicole's journey, or you know what I'm saying, less than Kiva, even your journey.
but what she doesn't understand is that language right there is why so many people are turning away from the church, because of that kind of stuff. Nobody wants to hear that every single time they go to church.
I do a lot of my praying, Choppa, in my own bed.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
You know, and I don't want to start like getting too emotional with you guys, but you guys have seen a lot of things that I've been through, things that could have broken me. And that's, you know, so praying at home, not leaving the house and things like that, you start somewhere, and that really helps me through a lot. And for those of you that was like praying for me and stuff like that, I mean, I just know that when you go through stuff, because life is going to hit us all at some time, you hang on and you know, your faith will be tested, and you need something for those dark times, because people are not always going to be there. You know, people can let you down. And so I found something where I don't have to feel let down. I don't have to worry about people turning on me or things like that. And that for me is a really big deal. And that's the experience that I live on. It's like there was no one. When I say there was no one there, keep it in perspective. There was no one there. It was just commentary. Like Drive said, people, your life is other people's commentary when you're hurting, when you're going through something. People don't care. And I've experienced it enough to say, wait a minute, this ain't it for me. There's something more. And I don't need people to validate me. I don't need people to try to tear me down mentally, physically, whatever, try to attack my family just so they can have something to go live about. That's not how we're supposed to live. Okay, we're not supposed to tear each other down, and it's become the norm. So when I tell you that I had to step back and say, wait a minute, it's the last time I'm gonna go through this. This is the last time I'm gonna allow someone to come into my life just so they can make commentary about it. We're not doing that anymore. Now, I'm a strong person, right? I share openly, but I'm not going through that anymore. And when I go through stuff, I look around, I'm like, where everybody, where is everybody? I have to come out here swinging and begging by myself. That's okay. I feel that things happen for a reason. And sometimes, it's to get our attention and fix it.
Well, you remember the thing I sent you. Sometimes your past comes back up to see how much you've grown and matured.
Or sometimes it comes back up every 2 to 3 months because people need commentary. So when they need that commentary to revise their channels, they visit MU. They visit.
But what I'm saying is, listen to what I'm saying. Your past comes back up to see how you've matured and how you've grown.
Okay.
So no matter how many times they bring it up, your growth and your maturity to not respond to it,
right,
is your test. That's your test.
I think that because I don't want you guys to think that this is like an old poor me kind of thing. I'm not saying that. You're right, that is my test. So whenever people bring up your past, your life, even for me, when people bring up my past, my life, I don't have to respond because your testimony, your life will speak for itself. So I definitely understand what you're saying, 504 girl. I'm just like, you just have to. People are gonna bring you up because they like to have that as commentary, and they think that it's okay. But when it happens to them, they don't like it. Y'all wanna
Well, now on this journey, what you can do is throw up a Bible verse on your community wall,
mm-hmm,
and let that be your response.
I want to shout somebody out real quick. I'm not gonna say the person's name, but y'all want to see my gift that somebody sent me? It's so sweet.
Sure.
Well, wait a minute. I want to know. You said something the other day about you had to go let the dog out. When did we get a new dog, and what did we get?
Hang on.
Oh,
See, she holding out.
Right?
I'll be right back.
Good morning, Lisa. See how she holding out on us?
I see. Mm-hmm. Child.
Mm-hmm. Didn't think nobody caught that. Mm-hmm. Talking about, hold on, I have to let the dog out. Whoop. And I put it in the chat. Wait, when did we get a new dog, and what did we get?
Right.
I kind of got ignored. We're just chit-chatting, Lisa. I hope you're feeling okay today. We never got the saber sword put together yet.
No, I have that. Let me grab my saber sword. Hang on.
Because I know you were trying to figure out how to put it together. We still ain't got that yet.
Hang on, y'all. I'm going to show y'all my little, because it's almost that time for me to dress up. Hang on. I don't, 504 girl. Wait, can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
504 girl will call you out, boy. Okay, y'all. So good morning, Lisa. Please drop your chat. We're also supporting for Lisa. She shares her journey, and it's a very special journey. I don't like to tell her story for her, but you check her out. So wait, let me toggle myself. Don't let me mess this up. So, some of y'all know I like to dress up. So we have the case.
Mm-hmm.
Don't let me mess this up. I should have practiced first. Now, wait a minute. Where's the other piece? Okay, so y'all know. Okay.
Oh, nice.
Yes, but don't let me. Wait a minute. I feel like I'm missing something. This is. Yeah, I took y'all with me when I bought this stuff. Hold on. Forever Lisa. Do you mind if I want to tell you guys a little bit so you'll know why I want you to subscribe. I would like for you to subscribe to her, but I don't want to tell her story for her. Hold on, y'all. Let me.
Kiva, Jesus was a Jew, so I don't know what we're doing right now. Like,
I'm not looking at the chat, y'all.
he
Hang on, y'all. I
Jesus
need a
wasn't a
peek.
Christian because Christians didn't exist when Jesus was alive. Child.
Hold on, y'all. I swear, I'm gonna put this together. Wait, let me bring y'all back.
Okay.
Okay, wait. I'll be back. You don't mind? Okay, Lisa. Let me do this, and I will share a little. I want you guys to, if you can, subscribe to her for Lisa. Actually, let me do this. Let me talk about her first for a second. So oh shoot, I'm sorry. I'm gonna show y'all my lightsaber in a second. Forever Lisa is my sis, and she's. Let me put up this first. She's battling. She was diagnosed with breast cancer. Mm-hmm. She shares her journey with her getting treatment and how she feels and things like that. And the reason why I'm talking about it, she's somebody that's my friend, okay? She's not just somebody from YouTube. And we know that God's going to heal her. We know that she's going to overcome this. But she does need support and a kind word. So I'm going to ask her. No, I got you, Lisa. To drop her link and you guys go support her. I try to share her on my community wall as much as possible. I'm not doxing her. She shares this on her channel. I'm not doxing her. But we all need support. And no matter how strong you are, sometimes we're the ones that, sometimes get overlooked. And I'm just praying for healing for her. So shout out to Forever Lisa. And she still manages to come out here and give us a word, so shout out to her. And when she's feeling better, she's going to share herself over here. Mm-hmm.
Right, Chapo, like, seriously? I'm confused. Yes. Make sure you guys are subscribing to Forever Lisa. And if you're new to Misunderstood, make sure you guys hit the like button and subscribe as well. Not at all. Like, for real.
I'm getting some help, y'all, with my lightsaber. Hold on.
You're good.
For this? So, yeah, I'm waiting for Lisa's link in my chat. Someone y'all could drop it for me.
All right, hold on. I thought you was gonna put it back at you. Hold on.
Girl, I ain't that good up here on the panel and dropping stuff in the chat. I know how to chat in the chat.
Give me a second. I got it. I thought you was gonna do it, but I got it. Come on. There you go.
Lifted dropped it.
I got
Good
it.
morning, self-outspoken.
Thank you, Lifted.
Good morning, Lifted.
Hello, outspoken. Hello. Is that shopping?
Trying to work out this lightsaber. Like, I have to have this down. Huh?
Yes, you do. Come on. Did you get it? You still ain't figured out how to connect the light part to the base
Okay,
part?
there's another problem too. So with the outfit I got,
Uh-huh.
I've been eating a lot. I better be able to fit this darn thing.
Girl,
Does it have batteries? I have a lot of there's Lisa's channel. There it is. Okay, y'all. If it doesn't light up, then just call me a dork. But it doesn't. No, I'm gonna have this down because I'm gonna be the fiercest person.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Choppa.
I thought I did. Hold on, let me check. I
Thank
thought I
you,
did
guys.
before, but let me double check. I'm sure.
So I'm glad that 504 girl reminded me because I'm gonna walk around and do what do you call that stuff? Kamikaze?
cosplay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chef. My accent not as thick as it would be if I was still living at home, but baby, listen. Whew, I just need a visit. That's all.
I hear something. Ooh, nice. I
Hold on.
like. That's cute.
Okay, hold on.
Is it red? Or is
And
it
so I
multicolored?
have because I'm wearing a crop top. I'm going to outfit. I have to put some clothes on if I do. I ain't trying to show them all my goodies.
Nice.
Y'all like it?
That
And
is
then
cool. That is dope.
Oh, see, I was right. It did connect right there.
Yes, it connected.
Nice.
Now he said for me to stand up, but then y'all see how squishy I am. Wait,
I could not. You don't mess.
wait a minute. Where's the y'all remember my other? Wait a minute. Where's this? My other one is what color? It's like Hold on. Let me sit back for y'all. Okay, don't get too excited with my lightsaber.
Right?
Chef said, "Let the force be with you." So yeah, I love this. So you'll see how big it is.
That is
And
really...
then the switch. Wait, is this a switch? Don't break it. Oh, okay. Yeah.
It changes colors, I think.
This one doesn't. My other one does. My other one.
This one does too.
So, and then when I disconnect it, so yeah, I love this thing. So, y'all gotta see my character. Okay, we're done.
Nice.
Yeah. So I'm gonna be like. All
That's
right.
gonna
We're
be
gonna be
fun.
looking for you. We're gonna be looking for you in some of these Halloween costume contests coming up.
I'll do it. Okay, so when I take this apart, I'm gonna show them how I take this apart.
Okay, Sean. You smell
I don't need help. I don't need anybody's help.
it.
Okay, I need help.
Right. I'm like, don't break it now.
Am I gonna be Princess Leia? You're close, Chef.
You gotta give it.
So you take it apart.
It's not. This is a Princess Leia. This is the other character, the newer one.
I know. So, anyways, okay, then I put it in the case, and then we're good. So, Chef. Okay, don't break it. Okay. He's careful. Just put it. So when I did the I should just give this to you. Thank you. I don't know what I was thinking. Let me bring y'all back.
Oh, well, see, I was right. It connected where I said it connected. It's nice.
Yeah, that's really cute. She says there's another one that actually changes color.
I know you're gonna be a warrior. Yeah, let me bring y'all back. Why am I so big? Why is my head so big?
Does the other light part, does the other saber part fit on that base, the one that you said changes color, or do you have to have an individual base for each
Yeah,
light
you
part?
gotta have that one's made for that. Like my other one has my other one, I don't know if you remember when I showed it out. It has a different base to it. This one is specifically for this character. It's the newest girl character that they have. So
nice.
it's Ray. Her name is Ray. So
Oh, right. Okay.
Chef, what you laughing at, Chef? Chef's been going live more. Yeah, it's Ray. She's not a princess. She's one of the characters from.
No, she's like a rebel leader.
Nice.
I'm gonna be a rebel leader. I'm gonna be the fiercest rebel leader.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I have my I have a whole get up thing. Y'all, we're just so into it. He bought a cloak. So we're gonna be running around.
Oh,
and what else am I gonna be for? I don't know what else I'm gonna be, but I'm gonna be that for sure. So yeah. Anyhow, y'all, we all getting along. Yeah, Lisa. Now, I was Princess Leia by accident one day. I went to get my hair done, and then the guy put it in 2 buns, and it was like hard. Like I don't know what he was thinking. It was like he used so much gel, and I couldn't take my hair down, so I ended up being Princess Leia.
Space buns.
Yeah. So okay, let me share my gifts. Thank you to the person that thought about me. I got, which maybe I should try this on right now for you guys. I have, let me toggle myself. Y'all so sweet.
So nice.
I got a gift.
See, that's what I'm talking about right there, right there, right there. That right there.
There's more. I'll try one out for you guys. And I got this one. Do y'all like that?
Yes.
Thank you. Because, and those who's watching. And then I'm going to try one of these on for y'all. Hold on. I know, squishy. Okay. You like this one?
That's cute. Ooh, that's pretty.
Who that all day, every day? You heard me?
Hang on, y'all. And then this was so sweet. I love my mugs.
Nice.
It's World Cafe. Pretty. And then she was even kind enough. She was so thoughtful.
Did she sing you some beignet mix too?
I was just gonna say vignette seat. Yep.
That's right, Chopper. Chopper, what you know about that? It's like New Orleans for life. Is that where you're from? And last but not least, we're gonna have to learn how to make this. Okay.
Red beans and rice.
Yeah.
Listen, let me tell you something. That's the best shortcut beans on earth. You heard me?
We are going to learn how to make some red.
You don't have to learn how to do nothing. You just add your onions, your bell peppers, your celery, and whatever meat you're gonna put in there. Put that on the stove. Pour that can in there. Make you some rice, and you done. There ain't nothing to learn how to make.
From there, Zero, member.
Chopper, you ain't see me tell Chopper was jamming. I know you saw me tell Chopper was jamming in the chat.
We're gonna find a recipe in this book for red beans and rice. You said they have great coffee, Zero?
Listen, I just told you don't have to learn how to make blue runners. I just told you exactly what to do. You're gonna chop up your onions, your bell peppers, and your celery. You're gonna saute that down with whatever meat you're gonna put in there, whether it's a turkey wing, the smoked turkey wings or whatever. You open that can, you pour that can in with a half a can of water with it, so it don't be too thick. You season it up, and you're done.
Yeah.
So you can get out that book. You don't need that book for that can.
I do. Well, how am I
No,
gonna make?
you don't. You don't need the book for the can. You would only need that book if you had a whole bag of dried beans. That can is already cooked.
Fine.
I literally just told you what to do with that one can of beans you got.
So okay, Chopper say okay. So I take. Where's my beans? What I do with them? Oh, here it is. Okay, so it says. Thank Zero. It was so sweet of her. She's so sweet.
Yeah, it says open the can, pour it in a saucepan, heat it up. I'm telling you, that is the best shortcut
That is what it
beans
says.
ever.
She's right. That's what it says. So,
She knows.
Lord Jesus, Mary and Joseph, Blue Runners is a New Orleans staple like the camellia beans, girl. There's nothing to do. They're already cooked.
but how am I gonna know what meat to? So
Whatever you want to put in it. If you want to put like turkey sausage in it, if you want to
so
put,
right. It almost sounds like you are reading this can. So it says,
if you want to put turkey sausage in it, you can get you like a smoked turkey leg and put that in it. You can put smoked neck bones in it if you want. You like, there's nothing to do.
Okay.
And with that one can, you only gonna need like a half an onion, one stalk of celery, and a half a bell pepper.
Okay.
That's all you're gonna need. Cook you some rice, and you're done. Like,
That's it.
let me tell you something.
Right.
Blue runners on a Monday is when you done worked all day, cause it's red bean Monday, and then it's red sauce Tuesday. We don't know nothing about no taco Tuesday. It's red sauce Tuesday. So you either have, that's like spaghetti day. But if you didn't work and you exhausted on red bean Monday, you go get you 2 cans of Blue Runners. You're sitting down eating in 15, 20 minutes.
Nice.
Like, you can put it on, go take your shower, get out, and you're ready to eat. Chop, I'm trying to help her. I'm trying to help my friend. I'm really trying to help my friend, Jesus. Oh, I'm trying to help her, Chopper. I'm really trying to help her. See, look what Chopper just put in the chat. Red beans Monday. Every week on a Monday. I'm not there, Zero. I'm in Texas. But Monday is red beans. Tuesday is something with a red sauce, spaghetti or whatever. Fridays is fish. Some sort of shrimp or something. Like,
Nice.
there's certain days of the week you eat certain meals.
So you grew up in New Orleans?
Born and raised.
Nice.
Born and raised. I came to Texas 2 weeks before Katrina.
Wow. So you've seen it all then.
Let's see. How do y'all like it?
Oh, that's cute. The Saints shirt? Yeah, that's cute.
Wait, let's put a picture.
Who that?
Y'all like it?
Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
Representing the New Orleans.
Gotta represent the NOLA, baby.
Right. So what did you guys say? Oh, I always thought you were there. You like it? Yeah, it's nice, right? Got the bling. Now, how do I? Yeah.
Chopper, I left 2 weeks before. I was supposed to leave the day the storm hit.
Oh my goodness.
But my money from charity came early, so I was able to leave early and prorate my rent here in Texas where I am. So I was only here 2 weeks when the storm hit. Didn't know how to get anywhere but from my house to the Walmart to the college.
Right.
and had 30 people here with me in 2 weeks.
Wow.
Don't be embarrassed, Darius. A lot of people haven't been there yet.
I've only been once. That was for business. I just want to go back.
Red Beans Monday. I love New Orleans, the cuisine. We have family in Texas, so we would drive. We would just take these trips, and so that's definitely one place that I love to visit. And
Yeah.
the food is just outstanding.
Amazing.
Yeah,
The
so I was
oysters are
excited. People would tell me
insane.
she was sending me all this stuff. I'm like, that is so sweet. So I know y'all love MU. Big hugs to my friend. I know she's listening. That was just really sweet. It just made me smile. Because she'd asked me what, can I send you something? Well, I was like, sure, a t-shirt's fine. I got it. I'm like, that's a heavy. I picked up the box. I'm like, that's a heavy t-shirt.
Nice.
And then had all that stuff in it. Sweet. So thank you so much. Denaya sends me jewelry and stuff. Y'all are just really nice to me. And I'm like, thank you. She makes handmade stuff. And she got my daughter, well, never mind, I'll tell you about that. My daughter took our mommy-daughter bracelet, but Zero she
Not
took it.
surprised by that.
Bible first keychain. I had got her. Oh gosh, not keychain. What did I get you? I got it was a keychain, wasn't it? I used
A
to
magnet.
It's
A
gone now.
magnet.
My child took it. I used to go twice a year before Katrina.
October, March.
Wasn't it? And you could still see the effects of Katrina there.
Oh, there's still a lot of neighborhoods down there that look like they have not been touched at all.
Well,
it's devastating. As much as I love it there, you can tell like the ones that live there. Well, Chopper knows. Is Chopper? Do you still live there? I think I stepped away from my computer. But
No, Chopper said he left a year before.
Oh, a year before. Okay. Well, thank God you're okay. But you can still see like how hard it is. It's a beautiful culture. I love French Quarter. What is that Lake Pontchartrain? What is it? Pontchartrain? Lake Pontchartrain.
That's right.
Oh, that's right. But the food is amazing. The people was nice. I went there to film where they the pharmacists, like that documentary where they were talking about the history of drugs then I remembers. And I got to film there, and it was just a really awesome experience. But the fact that I could go there and see it and see the devastation and how drugs had went through the communities there, it was just crazy.
Yeah.
That is a long bridge.
Chopper out there with you.
California, Chopper. Thank you, John. Thank you. Chopper, you're out here on the West Coast with me, so we're on the same time zone. But, that is a long bridge, Zero.
That's the longest across water bridge in the world.
Really? I didn't know that. Thank you for the history. The history there is so rich, you guys. I mean, I love it. I mean, shout out to people in New Orleans. Yes. I went to the casino. Oh, you went in New Orleans? I went to Biloxi.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
One thing about that causeway, baby, it don't matter if it's daytime or nighttime. That bridge, if you're not familiar with it, will scare the living daylights out of you. Because it's so long and all you see is water.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Water and trees. That's all you see. Water and trees.
Wow.
Because if you're coming into the city, the trees are going to be on your right. The water is going to be on your left.
Imagine if something happened. But I like that kind of stuff. You went over it a few times, Zero. I'll have to do that when...
And there's no lights on that bridge. So if you're going across that bridge at night, you have nothing but your headlights and the headlights of everybody else. There's absolutely no light on that bridge.
I'm a thrill seeker, so I will be crossing that bridge.
Right, exactly.
Now watch, Chopper. Every time we get off that bridge and we hit down out there on Airline Highway, from being on that bridge, don't you always have to remind yourself, oh, wait, I'm back in the city and break down to 60,
You say
65? Because them state troopers be waiting for you at the end of that bridge. They will catch you coming off that bridge.
oh wow.
Now that I think about it, so to go over a 30-mile, okay, I get what you guys say. So to go over a bridge that's 30 miles, that's gonna take you what, like half an hour to do? 40 minutes?
True,
That is
but if you're doing
long.
that
And
at
it's not like
night,
you can make a U-turn to turn around.
Turn around. Ain't no turning around on that bridge.
right?
Oh, thank you, James. I appreciate that. Thank you for
I
hanging
think
out.
that, I think there's one place in the center of that bridge to turn around. And is actually closed off because that's where the state troopers will sit.
Wow.
Did the state troopers even really do anything if there's crime there? Good night, James. Have a good night. And
Well, you know, there's a difference between state troopers. They basically protect the highways, really.
okay, hang on one second. I appreciate that, and I appreciate y'all support and for rocking with me and supporting my journey, positive commentary and all kinds of stuff. I just really appreciate that. I used to hate that drive. Oh, she's talking about space. Okay. Wow. See, living there, so it's one thing to visit, and I can imagine living there. Number one, I would be huge. But dealing with the hurricanes and stuff like that, I was really disappointed at how New Orleans was left after Katrina. I wasn't really expecting to see the effects of it there still. So that was heartbreaking.
It's sad because I went there. Oh, I think it was a year after Katrina, because we were there for a racial justice conference, and so we were staying in the French Quarter, but we actually, chose to go to the Lower Ninth Ward, and the lies that were told about that area.
That's where they blew the levee at. They blew the levee in the 9 to drain the water so that the French quarters wouldn't flood. I mean, think about it. The quarters have underground sewage systems, independent underground sewage systems. Canal Street was flooded, but the quarters were not. And literally, if you walk 1 block off of Canal Street, you're in the French quarters.
Right. So, the misconception is the levees blew up. That's not. I'm sorry. The levees were broken. That's not the case. What she's talking about is exactly what we heard when we went down there. Anyone that's lived down there will tell you it was blown up. That they did not break.
The 9th ward is still bad, Choppa, and it's like, okay, we're not gonna get into politics. We're not gonna get into politics.
Right. It's a whole other.
We're not gonna get into politics, right? We're not gonna do politics tonight. Listen.
No, because was it 1 a.m. right there?
Okay, we're not gonna do politics.
No politics.
We're not doing politics. All I'm gonna say is, instead of sending all this money out, what we need to do is fix our own home and
Agreed.
And use it for.
I wholeheartedly agree with that.
Okay, see, what did y'all think I was gonna say?
I wholeheartedly agree with that. Them people fights is not our business.
That's right. So
sending them billions of dollars and sending them weapons and all of that, that's not our business.
And when you
have veterans and seniors and just people right here who are starving and trying to live and trying to maintain, like, let them people fight their own battle. That don't have nothing to do with us.
I think the issue actually is the fact that we, for whatever reason, we told them to give up their weapons and we said we would take care of it. I don't know which administration did that one, but yeah, that's how we got in this mess.
Well, with that person that you were trying to throw shade at, there was no wars when he was in office. But we're not gonna do politics tonight.
Oh, we're definitely not doing that because there's so many. Cheese, please. Mm-mm. Yeah, that was not a good idea.
Chopper said it took 4 days to. It took 4 days to drop water. My goodness, that's just
Yeah.
unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Some areas of the city it took longer than that.
Yeah.
What
I
got me,
remember.
Chopper? What got me? Because you're hearing about it on the news, and looking at pictures and stuff being in Texas. It was like, oh my god, oh my god. But when it really hit for me is when they showed OPP in the new building that just got built,
Mm.
and the prisoners were sitting up on the steel beams in the ceiling trying not to drown. That's when it really hit for me.
Yeah, that's insane. And what was so crazy too was the fact
Do you
of
know how high up those steel beams are in the ceiling?
Damn.
yeah. Because I think I want to say was it MTV that was the first actual like crew to go down there because the regular media was not covering that
Well,
at all.
remember, there's a reason why. Was it Chopper? Um, I don't remember because it's been so long, but I do remember when I seen it. I was heartbroken that they didn't have toilet paper and just this is the United States. Like this shouldn't have happened.
They still have houses down there with the markers on them from when they went to search the houses when the water did go down.
Or the house they didn't
Especially
touch.
down in the ninth ward. There are
Wow.
a
Well,
lot of
also,
houses that have not been touched.
but before we get out of here, can you explain to the people the truth about the lower ninth ward and how it wasn't all um like it was middle class. A lot of middle class people were there. That's the thing that the media did not tell you. There were beautiful homes that got destroyed. Like
Yeah, I do remember that. Spike Lee did do his thing, Chopper, on that. Go ahead, you guys. Absolutely.
See, I'm from the seventh ward, so there were a lot of big, huge houses back there where I stayed as well. We were like, I lived like right off the bayou.
mm,
Chop, I'm about to tell you exactly where I was. I was down the street from the St. Bernard Project where the new 35 is. Phillip Elementary, Phillip Junior High, right off the bayou. So there are a lot of beautiful homes that were back there in that area too.
right.
So
And the
a lot of the 7th ward, I want to say, the 9, the 13th, the 17th. Those were kind of like considered to be like the quote unquote lower class, middle,
yep.
lower middle
Yes.
areas.
Mm,
Where I grew up was like middle class, and then you had like the people who lived off of St. Charles and everything uptown off the streetcar line that was like that upper class.
right.
Hmm.
But what was so frustrating for me was, watching the media, you thought like, oh, they're all it's all impoverished, and that was not the case when I got there, and I was like, seriously?
Yeah, it was sad. That was sad, and when things happen in our own home, you can't help the people that's going through that. That's crazy. And then you had once they started to give out money, then you had people saying that they were from there
That
and they
weren't.
weren't just to get the money. And it's like, but I
Yeah.
take it as it is what it is. People are desperate. They want funds because people struggle, and that's just that was just
No, they were
horrible.
scammers.
I
Let's be
mean, I,
honest.
I still had a whole house of furniture down there because I was only in Texas 2 weeks.
Mm,
Wow.
Like my plan was to go back home and get the stuff,
good stuff, right.
the rest of my
Never
stuff.
got to.
I had a whole house of stuff. I had a whole 3-bedroom house of furniture.
Jeez Louise.
That's crazy.
My mama lived one door over from me. She had a whole 2-bedroom house full of furniture.
Mm-mm-mm.
And when we went back, we couldn't even get in her house because the ceilings were so full of water, like they could crash at any second. We couldn't get past her front door. So we
Right.
just grabbed what we could, within arm's reach and then left.
Got out. Yeah.
Hmm.
We couldn't get past the first bedroom in my house.
Yeah, it was not a good time in our history at all.
And when we
The way
went to
that was
my
handled
friend's
was
house,
compelling.
her house was already 6 feet off the ground. The water line in her house was 11 feet inside.
Goodness.
Grew up in, how you say, Iberville. I was across the street from Phillips 7th Ward, a half block from the Bayou. Wow. I didn't realize that the Bayou wasn't all of New Orleans.
Mm-mm.
It's not? Oh, okay. You learn something new every day. But when I say, if I could go back there, man, I need to plan a trip. We need one trip to go well. Okay.
I know I need a trip. I haven't been home since 2012.
Wow.
I need to go. I need to take a trip.
Chopper, I went to Phillip Elementary and Phillip Junior High.
Oh no, Chopper, really?
Mm.
That is just the scariest thing. That's scary. I hope that she's okay.
Wow.
I know. It's hard to think about that time actually happening and the fact that some of them, I mean, you can still see it when you're there, and that's something that stood out to me a lot. There was so many tragedies there. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
It was already a permanent move for me, but it's like when I do go home and visit, I can't stay longer than I'll plan a trip and say I'm gonna be there 5-6 days.
Right.
By day 3, I'm like, I'm ready to go.
Mm.
And
I'm ready to go.
The food, it's not just the food that kept me that keeps drawing me there. It's like I like the weather. Besides the hurricanes, that's hard. But I don't know. I just like it. Sometimes when I'm out here,
It's the aura of the city.
It's the aura. It's the fact that
I just absolutely loved it, and it's like
yes, because when you get off the plane, they're playing jazz. Like it's a beautiful, beautiful energy. Despite the situation that happened, it's still a beautiful energy from the city.
But what I did not realize is driving at night. Oh my goodness, I fell in like a pothole. And they were telling me not to drive, but I wanted to drive because we were driving. We was driving back to Texas, and I'm like, I cannot believe how dark it gets out there. There were no street lights in the street. It was so dark. I'm just like, never really experienced anything like that. So if I did go back, I would not be leaving at night because it's just
don't do that.
Because I'm from California, it's lit up here, you know what I mean. So it's just crazy.
That's what I'm telling you. Going over that Causeway Bridge, there is absolutely no lights.
And that's for 24 miles. Are you kidding me?
There's no lights at all. In that one, I'm gonna tell you where the lights are. In that one spot where we're telling you that you can turn around,
right?
You have like those yellow caution lights to let you know that spot is there. Wow. Other than that, there is no lights on that bridge at all.
For 24 miles? What the heck?
Everybody rides on that bridge with their high beams on.
Right.
Wow.
And then think about it. The people coming towards you, you could throw their vision off with your high beam, so you constantly cutting them off.
Right.
But if you don't, you can't see the lines on the causeway. And like I said, on your right coming into the city is nothing but swamp, nothing but trees.
Oh, that's scary.
And then on the other side, all you see is complete darkness because that's nothing but water.
So you got So you got trees on one side and water on the other.
Uh-huh.
I was
You
just trying
better
to
be
picture
sober
it
when you're going
too.
down this daggone crazy road. Please be sober if you
But
ever
I
go down
still
there.
like it. I still like it because I was
Oh
like, we go to Texas. Maybe we used to go every year, but when we get out there, and I'm just like, it's just not the same as New Orleans. Like it doesn't. Don't get me wrong, Texans, don't come beat me up. I like Texas a lot, but I think New Orleans will always just have a different feel for me.
no.
So
That's because we're our own country.
you're still in Texas.
Yeah.
You're in Texas, right? I'm not trying to dox you.
Yeah, we're in our own country. New Orleans is his own country.
It really
People
is.
go, people ask you where you from. They be like, "Oh, I'm from Louisiana." They immediately think Shreveport, Baton Rouge, whatever, whatever. You say New Orleans, and they're like, "Oh."
Nobody
So,
believed I was from there though. When I was trying to blend in with everyone else, like no one.
like people say, "Where you from?" New Orleans, New Orleans.
Right.
I see. It seems to me like people know when you're from there or not, because I didn't even. I mean, they're just like.
Oh, girl, we spot tourists. Girl,
I wasn't dressed like a tourist. I was dressed like a native. Like I was.
that don't matter. We still know automatically.
Yeah, because everybody was just like, "Where are you from? Where are you from?" I'm like, what makes you think I'm not from here? And they just looked at me like, "Girl, please." So I was like,
Exactly.
yeah. I just remember we were going to McDonald's, and I won't forget. I'm like, can I get a 10-piece nugget? Because that's and he's like, we don't got that. It's like, can I get a how about a Big Mac? We don't got that either. So I pull it to the one. He's like, you just want me to give you what we got? And I was like, oh my God, I never had service like that, but it was just funny.
Well, see, that's just like the only place that you can go and get some authentic onion rings and dirty rice is from Popeyes at home. Nobody else sells that. You can only get that at home.
Mm.
Do they do something special on August 29th, 2005? Is that when the hurricane was, Lisa?
Yeah. Um, Lisa, there's a lot of there's a lot of celebrations that go on. Just we made it. They
Right.
actually do have like a bell ringing ceremony where a lot of people have like these little bells, and then like at the exact time that the hurricane hit, you'll hear the city will go silent. All you hear is like the bells.
Wow.
I need a bell. I've been trying to get a bell for the longest.
How do you get a bell?
I'm gonna have to get one from home, but I mean, I can get my daughter to make one. She does sublimation and stuff, so I could just get one and get her to put the date, Katrina date on there.
That would be sweet. I want a bell. Chopper says California Popeyes suck. No, I wouldn't have
Any
understood that
Popeyes outside of the city sucks.
until I've had Popeyes there. I went to a Super Popeyes, and it's so different, y'all. It was so good.
Really?
Mhm. Yeah,
See, my friends were like, "You want to go Popeyes?" I'm like, "But it's New Orleans," and they're like, "We are not going to Popeyes here. We're going to Popeyes at home." I was like, "But," and I got outvoted. So next time I go to New Orleans, I'm definitely going to Popeyes.
You gotta go. It's different. I don't know if they still have that Super Popeyes there. I remember the first time I went to New Orleans. The first time, and I went through the drive-thru and got a margarita. That time, and I was like, that margarita was so strong. I didn't know it tasted, but it didn't taste like it had any alcohol in it. But it had like 151 something, whatever. It knocked
Let
me out.
me tell you something. At home in New Orleans, we don't have dry days. We don't have, like dry counties and things like that.
Oh,
You
no.
can go into the corner store, go get your meat special, pay your bills, cash your check, and get a bottle all in one place.
What do you
You
call
can
the?
get your wick in that same store. You can go in that same store and get you a white tea and a fitted. Like gas stations is the bomb. Like that's where you go get food from. See, everybody want to run to the quarters and run the Moros and run here and run there. Go to that corner store and go get you a po' boy. Go to that gas station and go get you a breakfast.
Right.
Yes. I still say the best po' boy. When we was in New Orleans, we went over to Biloxi. That was the best po' boy I ever got at the casino. Yeah, that sounds good. I'm sleepy. Let's go. Let's do final thoughts, y'all.
I would say for me, final thought would definitely be, it's always a pleasure to be with 504 girl because she's amazing. But Misunderstood, I am so proud of you.
Thank you.
For everything that you are continuing to do. Your channel is growing. Your spirit is growing. You are just absolutely glowing. And it is a beautiful thing to be able to be here and witness. And thank you for having a channel where people can come and feel comfortable to tell their stories, because we need a place like that on this app. So, yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. And you, both of you up here, what really means a lot, you guys. It's like I try to be, just something different. 504 Girl and Denia are both two that have encouraged me through some really dark times, where they're my sis. They be on the phone with me, or like, Nicole, what are you? Lisa's another one. Nicole, what are you doing? What are you doing? And so I really appreciate you. I've got to know you two, and you guys have really been there. And I just want to say thank you.
We appreciate you.
Well, Chopper gonna fully understand this, and excuse my language. You fuck with me, you stuck with me.
And 504 Girl, now there's been times where I'll get mad at her. I don't even think she either doesn't notice or she doesn't acknowledge it, or I'll forget that our beef is resolved and she don't go.
I laugh.
She just laughs. That's exactly what she does. And
I laugh.
504 Girl could get under my skin sometimes with her, but I just can't stay mad at her. Well, it wouldn't matter if I was mad at her or not. She don't care. She'll either go off or ignore me or laugh, like she said. I think the only time Denia and I do not agree on politics. I was listening to some of her TikToks. I'm like, she's killing me, but she'll that's what I mean. I love that you guys can like express yourself. This isn't no yes thing where you just have to agree with me. No. But I think that's what makes friendships really special. I love the fact that you guys challenge me, and we hold each other accountable, and we can have real conversations. And I'm always going to be there for you guys because y'all were there for me.
Likewise. Yes, thank you, Dry, for coming up and being honest.
And what is that avatar?
Right, that's what I was confused.
What is that? I'm like, is it a pie? What is that?
I don't know. I don't know.
Lisa and I go back to, Choppas, the homie, like, you guys have just really been supportive, and it's been like some time that, and whether I come in y'all chats and stuff like that, I see y'all. Choppa, it is a true friendship, and when they just, we've just gotten to know each other. 504 and I go back to a different sector, and I just appreciate that.
Guess what? She started this channel. I've been here A1 day one when it was 6 of us in this chat.
Mm-hmm.
Every night for hours.
Yeah. And those conversations. For those of you that was around during that time, I liked it because I knew y'all names. We would speak, and I can't remember if I was sober or not during that time. I don't remember.
Absolutely not.
Why did that make me laugh?
Absolutely not. Ooh, absolutely not. But we had the best conversations back then. We used to have the best conversations in those beginning days.
I was trying, y'all. But in those days, before y'all say I'm mocking sobriety, no, I truly meant what I was saying. And for me, at that time, some 8 hours, I felt like I was sober enough to come live. So we're gonna have long live streams, and then eventually I got
Yep.
you
And
remember
we
that?
would be here those whole 8 hours with you.
Yeah. And then I made it to 3 days, and I was like,
See,
so
look at Lifted. Look at Lifted. Lifted said you weren't. You still had your side ponytail. Mm-hmm.
okay, Choppa. Oh, it's a baked chocolate cake with icing. Oh, okay, that looks good. Lisa
Lifted, we were
said
hanging tough.
they used to hang tough with me, y'all. And we were battle, and then but I just remember trying to be sober, but I felt proud when I would be like, you know what, I'm sober most of the month. I'm sober, like I meant what I was saying, you guys. I now when I say this sounds crazy, but that's where my mind was like, what more do y'all want? I'm sober like 2 weeks out of the month. Like I would just say just the craziest things, but I meant that stuff.
I ain't
Woo.
did nothing in 3 days. What y'all want from me? What?
And they would just, and I remember there would be times she would like log off, just log off. I was like, what are you talking about? I'm just kidding. Lisa remembers, Lisa goes, and this is still true. You just have to let her vent. Then tell her the truth when she gets done venting, because when I'm pulling H's and stuff, y'all that's been on the phone with me, I'm like, I'm still like that, you know.
Lisa, I don't even let her get that far. I cut her off mid-vent. Okay, look, cause see what you're not gonna do is
Yeah, those days were crazy. I did have the side ponytail. Oh my goodness,
and then
yes.
she goes, no, wait, you gonna let me get this out. Okay, I'm gonna let you get it out, but what you're not about to do is
I know, y'all, it was crazy. And I did, but I felt sober. But I had no clue that I would feel like this today. There is no way we going back to that. But I laugh at it now because I'm just like, the things that I thought was for real. Dive says, I baked the chocolate cake. Oh, it looks good. Drive, keep baking.
Oh, okay.
Lifted and Lisa, y'all were there. So when I say we're about to celebrate these 3 years, we're about to celebrate these 3 years.
Yes.
Not gonna worry about
Okay.
people that try to misunderstand what I'm saying so they could try to pick me apart. Y'all understand what I'm saying. We're gonna claim the 3 years now. We're gonna make it May 21st, 2025. I will have 3 years. And it has been a long road. It has been a journey. That's why we're still here. I just like her to get it all out before I speak. Everybody's different. Lisa has a very gentle approach, but I remember Lisa would, when I relapsed when I got 4 months clean. She'll probably remember this. I got 4 months clean, and that was the most devastating relapse because I thought I was never gonna make it back to 4 months, and I felt like just unalive in myself. Like I felt like I couldn't go on. I felt like the whole world came crashing down. I think I was going through a breakup at that time as well. And she would just pray for me. Every day she would call me, see how I was doing. She'd be on the phone with me. So when I tell you guys, I remember those that are there for me when the times are dark. You guys aren't the ones I'm talking about when I say, hey, you know what? I had to cut a lot of people off. You guys were there. 504 Girl, Denia, Lifted, Lisa. There was a lot of you that was there.
yeah, cause you hit that live button and we be right here in this chat.
504 Girl would be like, yeah. A free thinker is another one who mom heavy.
Lisa, she stay mad with me.
Yeah, I stay mad. I stay mad at
Stay
her.
mad with me.
There's a lot of you that I see you guys and I appreciate you guys, and some of y'all understand what I'm doing. It's like I just want to be transparent as possible and just tell you guys the ups and the downs, the good and the bad, and because at the end of it, no matter what, we got to get up, keep going, and do what we got to do. But I do.
Denia, she cussed me out in the chat one night for speaking. Then got mad at me because I said I was going in the clouds, and then said, "Don't go in the clouds. Don't you leave me out here by myself. What you want me to do?"
504 Girl. Okay, honestly, sometimes 504 Girl scares me because I could tell when I went too far with her, and yeah, especially if she hits the link. I'm like, oh my goodness. Lisa says she is spoiled at times. I am spoiled. You guys spoil me. Well, I'm always gonna be there for you guys. Y'all know y'all need me. You call me. I'll always be there for you guys. Cause I can be spoiled at times. I can. Denia has a way with her as well, where I'm like, okay, let me just listen. She's not playing. She's not playing right now. But that's
See,
what I love.
I think you know who to call when. Like, if you need to just vent, you know to call Lisa. Like, I think if you need like that gentle but firm push, you may call Denia. You already know I'm not about to cut no corners with you whatsoever.
If I were for a girl, have me in tears, and I'll be like, I will be, yeah.
Not tears.
Yes, tears. But she's talked me off the edge a lot of times when I want to do crazy stuff. And but that's what it's all about, you guys. It's like when you can just let your guard down, just breathe. I don't have to worry about Lisa going live about me. I don't have to worry about Denia or 504 girl going live about me. And they could have a lot of times, but they never did. And they're just there. But
because it's not about that. It's about and I told you this. My whole thing was that I was watching. I kept on hearing about your lives, or not even your lives, just about you. And I was like, I'm like, this girl can't be this bad. Why is this child in the title? And then I came over here and I was like, oh, y'all just mad. I'm like, she's sober. Y'all lied on her, and she's changing her life, and you're mad. I got it.
People don't like what's different or what they don't understand. So that's why you just got to find, people that, hey, Taylor Made, hey, love. You have to find your, what am I looking for? My brain is tired. Troop, your tribe.
Your tribe.
You have to find your tribe. And people.
How many years have I been telling you the people who are supposed to be here are gonna be here?
That's it.
From day one.
Both of you. I'm telling you right now, it doesn't matter how small a group. Don't worry about that. Because you can have 30 people in your chat, but you got 20,000 subs. So there's that part.
You know what? I have to tell you guys. So what I've been doing is doing things that feel right. And I have to tell you that when I miss my mark, when I'm on here and I'm thinking I'm going to defend myself, I'm going to vent, I can't guarantee I'll never do that again. But I always feel like I missed the mark. Like, why did I let these people get, I don't care about the numbers. You get more numbers doing stuff like that. I feel depleted and like I wasted my time because that's not what I want here. I can easily fire up a live stream and cover something and get an audience. I'm not interested in that kind of stuff. I'm interested like tonight with you guys chatting with me, Drive. We got, you guys don't know this history with Belby, but I'm just saying that I love speaking to you guys and having real experiences. It just means a lot. And there's a lot of people that just want to be heard. And we have other spaces where we can go hear mess. We don't have to do that here. Lifted says, my approach was I'm just going to pray for you because I believe in redemption and leaving no shipmate behind. We're shipmates, Lifted and I. But I said all that to say, you guys, addiction is a hard thing. And when you have a family member, a lot of you have people that you are hoping will get their life together. So I'm just saying that people recover. We do recover. But what I was going through is what it looks like. The mess, it's chaotic. It's people get hurt. And addiction is a big deal, and there's just a lot of people that self-medicating, and that's pretty much what I was gonna say. Yeah, I'm going to bed too, Darius. Did you give us a final word, Fargo? My final word is just thank you guys. I love you, and I appreciate y'all for rocking out with me for real.
My final word is just keep on pushing. That's it.
And with that, I bid y'all adieu.
Adieu, boo.
I love you, girl. I'm going to eat a brownie.
Go enjoy your brownie. I love you too. It's always funny how big I get when I'm by myself after having people up here. Thank y'all for rocking with me, for joining me. You know, yes, I talked about the sobriety thing for a while. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you. I talked about the sobriety stuff for a while. Now it's like I'm walking this Christian walk. I feel led to do what I spoke to you guys about and preach his word. And I'm not saying the way that, you know, I'm talking about just by speaking and telling my testimony and saying, you know, what helped me get through, what's helping me, what's giving me strength. So that's pretty much my message to you guys. Feel free to like, comment, and share. Thank all of y'all for hanging out with me, for hitting the link. My brain is tired, so I'm not even going to try to name you guys right now. I am going to rest, and I will see y'all later. Bye, you guys. Oh, I don't want to forget Drive. Keep Drive in your thoughts. Forever Lisa, subscribe to her channel. I do got to do that before I go. And show your support, and I will see y'all later. Bye-bye.